We live.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 59.
59.
Damn, I'm doing this shit for a minute, man.
Yeah,
Look guess who's Bazak?
right.
Boy Juice Mizak,
in the building.
aka Mr. Crack a Brick. Nah, he ain't crack no bricks though. We're not gonna do that. Get him indicted.
Especially me talking the shit I be talking.
Right. Well, they gonna get you clean out of here.
Yeah.
I am the Flesh Man, also known as the Fat Boy, better known as the man who has no. I'm not better known as the man. I am Mr. I will call you broadest. Oh yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at. The man of international mystery.
Dr. Mike here, the people's podiatrist, your favorite foot doctor, dropship shorty, crypto cool, coming to you from the prophetic podcast, Brothers Talking Shit.
And Saturday night, Mike.
Cool ass. Yep. Nah, yeah, okay, go ahead.
What's
special guest? Okay.
Everybody.
Go ahead, sir.
It's your homie boy Jude, aka the charm guy, aka Juice, aka the freshest light skin, dark skin nigga, you know. And I'm also Mr. Hollywood. I pop in when I want, put on my you know what I'm saying?
Catch him on his solo album, Juice is Lonely at the top.
Right.
I flash. Nah, man. I'm
Glizzy.
Juice and the Midnight Falcons.
I'm happy to be back, man. I'm live from Fresh Sonic Studios, man. That's where I be at all the time. So I've been working, doing some stuff. So sorry, guys, I had to be out, handling business. But I missed it. I needed to be here. I made sure that I cleared things so I could be here because I did not want to miss, because I feel like 2 weeks is not only a bad look for myself, but my emotions, because I need to talk shit out, and I didn't need it, bro.
Get shit off your chest.
Yeah. And shout out to our feeling last week, Cousin Jordan.
Cousin Jordan always do his thing.
The freshest light skin in the hips.
Yo, look, this Triz calling me right now. Hold on, y'all. Yo, I'm doing the podcast. Listen, you on the podcast right now, yo. That John was recent. What John? Did you hear something about Cali Cabinet? Dog, yeah, listen, we recording right now, bro. Like, you're on the podcast. I just want to let you know, as me being a Raider fan, you know what I'm saying? I would not take Colin Kaepernick over Derek Carr as a Raider fan. Oh, as a number two, y'all hear him?
I hear.
As a number two, he's good. Like, they got Teddy Bridgewater playing backup. Why can't Colin Kaepernick play backup? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good dude. I like his style, and I know if he can't throw the ball, he's going to run it and get him the first down. I know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now, with the whole Jay-Z being an activist thing, I'm not too big on referring to him as an activist because, like y'all was saying, he only do things that benefit himself. When it's a good money play, he's all in for it. You know what I'm saying? That's his mentality. That's what it is. That's him since we all knew Jay-Z. There's nothing wrong with that. But being an activist, you would have to take some sacrifice and go out there and put it on your shoulder for your people. He does not do that. He's not that type person. Yo, how you gonna call my phone to just be snapping?
He's snapping.
Hey, yo, all this time you could have been on the podcast. You want to hit me up now? He can't hear y'all. You can't hear Brother enough, can you?
No, he can't hear us. We hear him, though.
No, they hear you, though. Listen, we recording right now, nigga. Like, you funny as hell. All right, no, you good? How you know I was recording? Now, you just gonna call me and ask me about the podcast?
I got to say something about that, too, man.
No, because I was viewing in. That's why. All right, world. This is my guy Triz. He done finally made his Hollywood his podcast debut. Don't do me like that, man. No, it's no problem. No, we love it though. Now you know what time I record, so when he call me. All right, give that to you today. I'm gonna holler at you. All right. All right, bro. I love you. I love you too. 100.
Hey man, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Colin and his job. Listen, you can't go get no job, sue the company, and expect they're gonna hire you back, nigga. You just got them for some cash. You think that they want to let you? Like, we need to let Colin get in the league go. Obviously, he could get on with somebody and be a backup. Obviously, he could do that. But honestly, I just don't want to see him as a quarterback anymore. Anyway, like, I don't want him to come to my team. So it's like, and that's not personal about him doing what he did in protesting. He says, I don't want him on my team because I don't think he's going to be a good fit. Plus, right now, I'm trying to get a championship. I don't even want that energy on the team right now, because it's going to be like the press going to be there. They're going to be watching him. They want to see what he does. Like, I don't know, man. I'm good on that shit.
But then that's what it takes away from the skill set. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So here it is. Who's the quarterback in Kansas City?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, right? You know who Patrick Mahomes' backup was? Chad Henne. And then Chad Henne hurt himself, and they just brought on Matt Moore. So if you are the Kansas City Chiefs and your quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, you are scheming around everything that Patrick Mahomes is capable of doing. Now, do you think that they would be better suited to have Colin Kaepernick back up Patrick Mahomes versus Chad, I can only throw 15-yard Henne, and Matt, I don't know who he ever played for more? Are you kidding?
Oh, obviously that's better.
But like,
but listen, you can't sue the company. Listen, dog, you come to my house, right?
He sued them for collusion.
Yeah, he sued them because they did something wrong.
Because what you're saying, that's exactly. The suing came after the fact, though, Juice.
But why would you work for somebody
exactly
because they want to make it right? That's what make the Jay-Z deal so bullshit. Like, they not trying to make it right. You know, if you make it right, invite. All they had to do. I don't know, Marcellus.
That's not real life, though.
That's not. But hold on, right?
Right, we still getting killed in the street. That's real life.
Hold on, real quick though, because I didn't even want to talk about this, but let's talk about Eric Reed, because Eric Reed got a check like Kaepernick did, and he still has a job with the NFL.
Right.
He made less noise than Colin.
But why is he not blackballed?
Right, that counts as the point.
He got a job.
After the fact, it was a whole year.
No, he played last year.
Right. Colin Kaepernick thing was almost 4 years ago. It's been that long, bro.
No, it ain't been that long since Cap been out there.
Okay. All right.
But Eric Reed was on the team. Eric Reed was in San Francisco. Eric Reed played every year since then.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, he was out one. He was out a year.
It took a while. No. It took a while for him to get signed.
But that's my point. Hold on.
He played though, bro. He played every year.
But wait a minute. My thing is, you're in if it's so racist, why are you still?
Why are you working for him? Right.
No.
Yeah.
No. Everything is racist, bro. This is a worldwide phenomenon.
Exactly.
That's so that's like, I mean, huh?
I recall you speaking about a job you had where they were doing wrong by people and sending people certain places. You left that job, right?
Yeah.
Why did you leave that job? Was it money or because of how they were doing things?
How they was doing things.
Oh, so Eric Reed. You know what I'm saying? So
no, I don't get what you're saying.
Hold on. So we're saying your integrity is way greater than Eric Reed's integrity.
Listen, I'm saying this is what I know. We all got our own. We all got our own walk. You understand? So like, my whole thing was I wouldn't have left that job if they didn't do something specifically to me. They denied me vacation time. Did we talk about that? They denied me 5 days. They denied me 5 days vacation as a big boy doctor. Right? So I lived with the fact that they didn't let me do stuff like record on their premises and do stuff for college-bound kids and all that. I ate that. That's something that I dealt with. But if the clinic had Smith on the back, I wouldn't even have to deal with none of that shit. You understand? It's different. I don't think it's an apples to apples because Eric Reed can't just go and create his own league that got the Reed FL or whatever the fuck. He can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even giving them dudes no complete pass anyway. You see what I'm saying? But
what dudes you say them dudes? Who you talking about?
Eric Reed, Colin Kaepernick, or whomever, right? But wrong is wrong in the sense that they should not. Art Reed had to be out of the league because he was colluded against, right? To the point, by the way, the earlier point. But just from a sense that you could, the whole thing is there was not a rule against kneeling. You see what I'm saying? They didn't break no rule. And they didn't, and Eric Reed nor Colin Kaepernick didn't even have an issue with the NFL until the NFL had an issue with them. You feel me? Like, so when you talk about they changed the rules since then. Hey, stay in the tunnel or stand when you're out there. Right? So people last year chose to stay in the tunnel, and that thing, they could have did that day one. You know what else they could have done? They could have not shown Kaepernick kneeling during these pregame entrances. You know what else they could have done? They could have just mixed it all together. Right? Come on,
Well,
y'all.
let's address. Hold on. Let's address something that's been addressed, but we haven't addressed it. That the NFL 10 years ago wasn't having a national anthem with players on the field. It wasn't until the military cut a check that players were on the field doing the national anthem. Before that, players were in the locker room doing the national anthem.
And I got a bigger problem with that because it's just advertisement. My tax dollars go to pay the NFL to showcase the people out there. I got a problem with that. We should really have a bigger problem.
The military was using that as a recruitment tool.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Where they get money from? Where the military get paid from? Besides the guns and stuff they sell.
We can talk about all this, but I got something on my mind else we were just talking about. Okay, it's okay for Eric Reed to work for the NFL, but Eric Reed has a problem with Jay-Z working with the NFL.
Jay-Z?
Like, hold on. Because you're saying Eric Reed has a problem with the NFL and how they do things, but he still works for them. But Jay-Z can't have a problem with the NFL and work with them. I'm not addressing Jay-Z. I'm just saying from
Eric Reed never had a problem with the NFL.
He has a problem with them now.
No, he never had a problem with the NFL until the NFL.
He said he's in the NFL ass. He said that in the last couple of weeks. Oh, I'm in their ass. I'm on their ass. That's what he said.
Yeah, but the whole thing is he never had the initial problem wasn't with the NFL.
I'm not saying that, but the problem now is with the NFL for him.
So what? I mean, I don't understand the point.
He's saying that if Jay-Z has a problem with the NFL, why is Jay-Z doing business with him?
Is Eric Reed still in his protest phase? Yes. Jay-Z told us we was beyond kneeling. That's Eric Reed's problem. It seemed easy to me. Like, so
hold on. Is Eric Reed still?
Who the fuck is Jay-Z to tell us we beyond kneeling?
Is Eric Reed still kneeling? Because I don't know if he is.
He's still talking big shit. It's the same thing to me.
You can talk big shit and not kneel.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying, Neef. We missing heads now.
Let's be real. Can I say something? Listen, dog. What the fuck is kneeling doing? Like, this is my
nothing.
Right? So
nothing.
So black people want to be seen. We want to be seen doing the right thing. We don't want to, like, to me, okay, I'm gonna tell you how you do the right thing. You know how you do the right thing? I'm in the league. I see something I don't like. I don't say nothing about it. What I do is I take my cash. I go to the hood. I mobilize some guys that's getting some bread. I maybe get some dope niggas that need to get out the game.
Yes.
I fund them to do stuff. And I start taking this money
period.
That man gotta give me, and I start flipping it.
Period.
Why haven't you niggas done that yet?
If you're Eric Reed, that's what you do. Right? And that's what I'm saying. They don't get a pass. If you're Colin Kaepernick, that's what you do. But if you got a Billy, nigga, you put the social justice shit on your paper plane shirts and you sell it to us straight. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
I could agree with that.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. They need me, I don't need you. It's a quote from that nigga.
Hey, but can I say something though?
When he start needing them. And now we supposed to shut up. We supposed to put a fucking paper plane pacifier in our mouth and be like,
let's talk. Let's talk.
A paper plane pacifier.
We just had this conversation here. We just had this conversation in the studio the other day. I may have a guy in here, right, who's blowing up. He's got money. He has everything he needs. But there gets to a point in this game, bro, in any entertainment part of the game where you got to go through some doors that money don't necessarily get you in. You got to, like, be affiliated. And the thing is, yeah, he could make some money with the social justice shit. He could do that. But not, in all fairness, no matter what you want to change on this soil, you got to get in the room, and there ain't going to always be no money. There ain't always be some fun and some people. You got to shake some hands and go someplace. Now, is it selfish? Is it selfish? It probably is selfish for him. That's why we need more Collins and Reeds, whatever, to be quiet in this fun stuff and make money. But at a Billy, I don't know what the deal. We don't know what the deal is.
I love y'all, but I've changed my mind about this over the years, man. You see these dudes on Instagram and Facebook with their faces tatted and all that, and they get money out with their own community. This
you
is
can get money. Yeah, you can get money. You can get money for sure.
Right.
But I'm gonna say it take one law. Check this out. It take one law. It take one law, one vote more than the rest to make a majority to say we're gonna shut that down.
Shut what down?
Whatever them cats with they tats in their face, they can come up. Laws can modify your freedom at any point. We don't have political freedom. We're here to make money.
So Jay-Z's posting the fucking halftime show not gonna change that either. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I don't agree. Here's the thing. I'm going to reserve judgment just because I fuck with Hov. Just because I like Jay-Z. I'm going to reserve judgment. However, I don't have to like this. And what I'm saying is, it don't pass the smell test to me. It didn't look right. If you look at him now, the new clips don't look right. The nigga look crazy up there. He don't look like grab my nuts, they need me, I don't need you. I'm trying to figure out let me ask you this. What effective change, besides me holding out for faith in a nigga that's just a dude, what effective change will his partnership bear? What fruit is it bearing? You know what I'm saying? If you take that one further, what fruit, what is Jay-Z's social
Can I ask you a question though?
Mine is the Rich program. We had a back to school drive for kids where we had A1 Chops who've been featured on Ellen. We had Uncle T, you understand what I'm saying? Yesterday. What's Jay-Z's initiative? The Carter found out, what his mother run that shit? Like I'm not saying it like what he talking about. I know what I did 365 days. What about 10 years ago, nigga? What about 5 years ago?
Okay, wait a minute. But cool. Didn't we say on the same show when I was talking about T.I. that you can grow? So
but don't you can grow, but don't do me like this. You're wrong. Don't do me like that. Don't hide.
But do you think he's doing it?
Yeah, he said I could tell what I did 365 days. What you do?
Because you know who he's talking to? I think he's talking to cats like Dame Dash though. Like Dame.
Well, I'm talking to him. What he do 5 years ago? If we growing. Don't do, like so. Any entertainer niggas. I'm not putting the movement in the hand of no entertainer niggas, especially if you ain't lose nothing. Ali lost something. You not finna go at the voice of this movement just because.
Okay, but look.
Why is your wife silent?
Why do we want? Cause she ain't gonna say shit anyway. Hey, why do we love broke activists though? Like, why do we think our activists aren't supposed to get to the bag? Like Martin Luther King died broke.
Why does he need the NFL? Why does he need a partnership? Why do he need their money? He seems like he being hushed up. I'm saying it happens. Yeah, there's precedent for the biggest name, like somebody said, and I think I might have met the Young Turks. Somebody said when something go on with the Jewish community, they don't fucking hire Barbara Streisand to figure this shut out. Go to an established group that's already boots on the ground that's doing something affecting change. Why didn't Jay-Z say, let me shut up. Why didn't Jay-Z say, I'm gonna take this NFL money and we're gonna hire lobbyists that argue on the behalf of black people and put them on K Street in DC? Because that's how shit get changed.
He might have said that.
Why?
We don't know what he's doing yet. We don't know what he's doing yet.
We
don't know what he's doing yet.
That's the point. That's the point. You want me to just fucking know it? Like
all right,
it?
but hold on. But why we can't hold on?
We know what they said he doing.
You know what Cap do? Like that's the whole twist of what Cap can shut the fuck up.
Cat versus Jay-Z to me. Fuck Cat too. How about that? That's a soundbite. Fuck him too. If he ain't doing enough, fuck him too.
I second that. Fuck that nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
because we all agree that nigga should be talking too.
Right, but what happened? What seemed to happen was when Hope made the move with the NFL, it seemed to be he went against Cat.
No,
that was the.
No, that's a nigga response, yo. No,
that's not our.
I never.
That's how. Okay,
I like.
So
that is the least of my worries.
Cap to get a job still? I don't get it.
That's not our argument either.
But for some people, that really is.
But the
Because
problem
they're not intelligent enough to have that conversation.
The only problem with Cap not having a job is because the reason he doesn't have a job is because white supremacy. It's because they decided I don't like that particular action, and I'm not going to
This is my twist though. When we say Cap having a job, right? Cap never said what job he wants.
That's the
what
problem.
Job
That's why
he'll
it's
settle
for
for.
Cap too.
Right, because Cap never said. I'm pretty sure if Cap said, "Yo, I could be a backup or I could work for a job."
Well, he has. He ain't
When?
quiet. Yes, absolutely. They got a
So
video.
he said, "I'm willing
working
to."
out. Like
No.
what?
No. Video of him working out, and I'm saying, "Yo, I'm willing to fight for a job. I'm willing to fight for a starting job. I'm willing to back up a starting quarterback in the league." We don't have no video of him saying that or no audio.
He hasn't retired, which he could easily do. What are we talking about?
But he's never said what he would accept either. Listen,
bro.
If I apply, listen.
No. Where are the daggone deals? What are we talking about?
Bro, I'm not gonna give you a
there's
deal.
people who work
If
less for nothing. Is my point. That's
you're
my
not saying
issue.
what you want to.
They picked Matt Moore up off the fucking corner.
But has he said, bro? Did he say I'm willing to be a backup?
Why does he have to say it?
Right? Did Matt Moore say that?
That's
Don't
my
nobody
point.
know.
That's
we know
my
Matt
point.
Moore to be a backup.
No, there's a whole. No, you're not listening. There's a whole video of Colin Kaepernick working out, saying I'm ready for the NFL. What else does he have to say right now?
That don't say I'm willing to be a backup and work for anything.
Say, bro.
I'm not. I'm not. Hold on.
Are we really up here trying to argue for a nigga that doesn't understand that once you tell these motherfuckers where you stand that you're really gonna get a job? Like, I don't really.
Well, then you're proving my point, then, Juice. You're proving my point. You're proving my
point.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's not gonna get a job.
Bro. If I send my resume to you but not say what job I'm applying for, what the fuck is my resume?
We're assuming he didn't say nothing.
If you send your resume in, there's a good chance that somebody just might look at it because it's in. That's
right. But I might want to be
hold on.
You don't know about. Hold on.
That recruiter sent me a text message every week since I left UT in April. Every week, ZipRecruiter send me a message. I ain't looked for a job since. I ain't had my alarm clock on since April 26th. ZipRecruiter sends me a message and say, Terrell, this job might be for you. That's my point.
What I'm saying is this. If I got a resume with a bunch of qualifications on it, but I'm not saying if I want to be a line cook or the sous chef, nigga.
You're not hearing my point.
What he's saying is you shouldn't even have to say that because
that's my point.
It's already out there.
Who I am and what I'm capable of is still that. It doesn't make a difference. I could go get a job.
Colin Kaepernick is a what? He's a starting quarterback in the league?
You keep moving the goalposts.
I'm asking you a question.
I don't care. Maybe not. He's the third string quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Bro, that don't mean he's accepting that job.
Who told you that?
That's my point.
Who told? Right. He ain't say shit, so don't nobody know.
Now,
what I'm saying.
We assuming the NFL don't know. We're assuming he didn't tell the NFL. That's an assumption we making.
Listen.
And
if he said, listen, this is my thing. If he come out and say, listen, I'm working out, I'm willing to work for anything.
He did.
When did he say that?
There's a video. I just told you. I saw it last week.
And what did he say in the video? What did he say?
I'm ready for a chance. What else does he have to say?
But you
nigga talking in codes. I'm talking in codes. Come on, bro. Come on. Anybody got time to sit back and try to figure out what the fuck that means?
Yeah, dog. Yeah, like listen, dog. Okay. But you're mad at him, bro. Like I don't accept that. Look, here's my thing.
First of all, listen. Hold on. Man with pride. Have y'all watch Snowfall, right?
I'm almost caught up.
Oh, you ain't caught up yet. It's certain shit as a man, I'm not going to ask a motherfucker. I don't care what the price tag is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, I'm looking at the three guys I'm looking at, I'm pretty sure you have your, look, I'm only going to do it I'm not going past this. Like, this is where I'm at with it. He hasn't said clearly.
Bro.
He hasn't.
Yeah, bro. So here we are. You're having a totally different conversation, right? We're talking about him saying something and him getting offers. You think he's getting offers? That's my point.
We don't know. Do you know?
No. Colin Kaepernick is big enough that we would know, based on everything that we talked about for the past 3 weeks. If Colin Kaepernick had an offer, it would be on
ESPN. Get the ultimate pass. You can tell he's not all the way black because a real black man wouldn't get the pass y'all be giving this nigga.
Who is giving him a fucking pass when I say fuck?
He is. I didn't say you. Him.
So listen. What was the? I don't believe they be. Marcellus Wiley was saying like they invited him to camp. I don't believe that shit. All you had to do was invite him to camp, let him fail, and cut him. I don't understand what's so hard about
But
that.
why did
And who said they had to?
Here's the
We
first.
don't know.
Listen, no. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The NFL 50-man rosters have taken shape, and Colin Kaepernick still remains a free agent, even though he clearly would be a backup quarterback upgrade for a bunch of teams. 12 different teams. Backup quarterback.
But has he said, I'll be a backup quarterback?
Why he got to? Matt Moore, you ain't hear Matt Moore had no news conference and say I'll be a backup?
Because Matt Moore was never considered a starting quarterback in the league.
This how the shit go.
He plays
Come in the
Detroit.
camp. Right, you
Hold
come in
on.
the camp.
Yo, no. Let's take it somewhere else real quick, right? Let's take it to basketball. And this is sports regardless. Carmelo Anthony at some point said, I'm not willing to come off the bench. Now he's willing to. But at some point he said that. Allen Iverson
In
at some
public.
point said willing to come off the bench. Carmelo said that to Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. I was not going to do it. So what makes you think that Colin Kaepernick is a possibility that Colin Kaepernick feels like I'm a starting
We
quarterback?
talking about apples and oranges, so you can't assume that that's what he's saying. But what I'm saying is, if nobody's reaching out to him, it doesn't make a difference.
Right.
We don't.
There's literally
Well, the nigga
not
not
one,
saying nothing.
Listen, bro, there's not one quarterback behind Russell Wilson. Nobody. They cut
Nobody.
Paxton Lynch and Geno Smith. Come on.
Zero backups.
Come
And
on.
did he, dog? Play the audio where he says, "I'm willing to be a backup."
Russell Wilson ain't got no backups right
where
now.
he's not saying it.
It's not. Stop telling me about Russell Wilson. I'm telling you, and tell me what he says.
Play me the audio where he
said
said he's not willing to be.
Show me
what
the
do we?
audio where he says he's
Okay,
willing
so
to be.
here, let's bring this back home. What are we actually upset at?
What I'm saying is this: simply, this man hasn't made a clear statement since he's been out the league. As far as playing football again, he's never said what he's willing to do.
I'm gonna find this video for you.
Okay, so here.
Well, let me run these teams off real quick where he could be a backup starting quarterback.
I don't care about that.
Colts, Seahawks, Broncos, Cowboys, Jaguars, Vikings, Packers, Browns, Texans, Bills, Cardinals, Lions. Today.
But if he's not willing to be a backup quarterback, that means nothing.
What I'm saying is nobody's reaching out, and you're basing it off his function because he didn't do an interview with Stephen A. Smith. You know why Carmelo is fucking pride.
You're assuming that he's willing to be a backup quarterback. He's never said that. So we're both assuming something that he can easily say, yo, this is what I want. But he hasn't.
What is I'm ready for a chance mean?
I don't know. Nigga, I guarantee you, if you
No.
I guarantee you.
No, listen.
5 a.m., 5 days a week, for 3 years, still ready.
That means NFL?
Oh, goodness. No.
He can want to be an MMA wrestler. He can want to be a weight.
You're moving the goalposts again. You're moving the goalposts again. You said when did he say? No. You said when did he say? He said it 3 weeks ago.
All right, let me tell you this.
He didn't get on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. He didn't go talk to that. No. He didn't go talk to Shannon Sharp. And then so that's you moving the goalposts. What else does he have to do? He has to do a press conference with somebody to say, I'm willing to be a backup quarterback. 3 years, 5 a.m., still ready. What else does he have to say? Because that's saying something. That's not saying nothing.
So if I say this. All right, so if I say this. 13 years. I'm ready. I could be talking about the Navy. I could be talking about rapping. I can be talking about owning my own restaurant.
There you go.
There's plenty of things I can be talking about.
There you go. There you go.
Because I'm gonna back you up. I know where you.
Don't back him up, Juice.
Let me get
Juice. Don't go in there.
No, I got him.
Juice, don't go in there with him.
I gotta get him. I got so neat. I know where you're going, but let's get back here. We know what he mean, bro. We know that he mean he's
Thank
ready.
you. That's all. That's
we
all.
We know what he's trying to say.
That's all I need. He's trying to further his argument over here in Philadelphia.
Here's my issue.
I'm gonna
go back to cool situation if you don't mind me speaking on it.
Oh my.
Okay, so the job tells me, look, boom, I'm here. I'm in my profession. I'm on top of my game, and I can't get no fucking time off. And I be like, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. As a matter of fact, I think y'all in violation of this. So then, on top of that, I run it up the chain or whatever process you go through, and I complain about them. I eventually hit them with a lawsuit. Okay, once I hit them with the lawsuit, whatever, I get the money. But I want to be there still. It's a place that I thrive at. So now, after I done went through all the bullshit, I done told them how I felt. I done hit them for the bag. Now I'm saying, okay, I want to come back and work. Now they're saying, well, we don't have any slots left. We don't have any slots. In fact, we have other doctors here. You might be like, well, no, I know that nigga not more qualified than me. It's like, it doesn't matter. We don't have any more slots here. You can't trip. You can't be like, yo, I'm the best for the job. You just had a problem with this establishment. You hit them for the bag, and you really think that they're going to be like, you know what, bro? I fucked up. Come on, come get the spot back. It don't work like that, nigga. It don't. So you could be ready every day. And then I don't even like that shit. Because me, the kind of nigga I am, once I tell you, fuck you, bro, I'm good. I'm not coming back to the hospital. I'm not coming back to the job. Give me the bag, suck my dick. I probably roll up and smoke weed in front of the fucking entrance. I don't give a fuck. So the fact that this nigga is like, he wants to be there again after you didn't complain, I don't fuck with him at all. And Ed Reed, take a hike. I mean, what's his name? It ain't Ed Reed.
Ed ain't beat up and go to the Hall of Fame.
My bad, Ed. I ain't trying to get beat up. Ed
Reed is all the way 100 one.
Ed Reed probably throw them hands. But look, dog. Ed Reed, fuck you, bro. Like, you crying. Like, you should have said, you know what? I made my dude. I have friends that have played in the NFL. I know what the checks look like. Trust me, if they invest right, they can dip off and they can be set, bro. They can be set. They have money. So you playing because you want to play, bro. You want to be there, and you complain to shut up. Because I ain't gonna, if I was in the NFL, I'd fire both the niggas and wouldn't trip.
And this nigga a clown. That's like, that's like me and Juice, right? Rock every day. That's my guy. That's every time he speak Colin. Y'all not gonna let Colin in? Guess what? Y'all doing Colin greasy? You doing Juice greasy? Okay,
that don't make Hove less complicit in this issue though.
No, we talking about Eric Reed. Hove did come up.
No, we talking about them.
My problem is Eric Reed. I don't even know how we got on Cat. I was just saying, dog, if you got such a problem, you're the only one still working for the company that you not only sue, but you got something to say about every week. Nigga, quit.
Bro, so we're not talking about the simple fact that he sued them because they colluded against him again, right? And so you're saying, well, it's a pride thing, right? So we got to the part where they were suing and settled based on the fact that they colluded against him not to play, right? So you're saying
don't hire that nigga because he's making too much nigga
You're sitting here defending the hypocrisy and the slavery of these NFL owners. That's what you're doing right now.
I'm not defending them.
No,
you are,
bro.
I'm a man. Listen, I'm a man all day.
Don't hire this nigga because
you can get up out of there. You don't gotta be there. Do that. I'm pretty sure he can go back to college, get a degree. First of all, everybody know this shit is only so long as far as the NFL. This shit is only so long. What I'm saying is, if you got a problem with him, that's like a man. We all men that's married.
They
that's
never
like
had a problem with him.
Hold on. Listen, right now we do. That's like a man right now married to a woman, but complain, oh, she ain't shit. She cheat on me. She step out on me every week.
How many
go get a divorce? You
to that lady? How many niggas stay married to that lady?
Right, but you're not going to say, oh, she cheated on me, let me go mess with dudes. That's what you're saying.
I'm not telling you that.
No, that's exactly what you're saying because since one woman shitted on you.
Why are you with her?
Men. That's my point. That is my point exactly. You're proving
Where did you get that from? How did you pull that out?
Because what you're saying is that he should leave it alone completely.
No, if he said
no. Him not being in the NFL doing a job is the same thing as me not messing with any women anymore and finding something else to do. That is the same thing. Not going to another woman. There is no other league. Come on, man.
Dog, that shit has a lifespan on it anyway. There's some. Listen.
Hey, bro, that's you see again. You're moving the goalposts. That's not what we're talking about. I don't care if he do 6 more months. My point is he deserves to have a chance.
Okay.
And they don't have a chance because they colluded against him. And they still are.
How about this?
How he got a job?
He don't have a job.
I'm talking about Eric Reed.
I'm not talking about Eric Reed. He didn't make
what I was talking about.
So,
Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job right now, and it has nothing to do with his skill set. I don't have nothing else to say about it.
I was talking about Eric Reed just now.
I don't have nothing. No, your whole argument was about his skill set. Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job.
I just hold on, you wasn't paying attention.
You was like, "Would you want him on your team? Could he do this?" I don't care about Eric Reed. He can walk past me on the street right now, and I wouldn't know him.
Bro, I wasn't just talking about Eric Reed. I was just talking about Kaepernick.
I'm talking about Colin.
Relax.
I'm talking about Colin.
You gotta relax.
I'm not relaxed. It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Like the police right now.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to relax.
That's okay. That's bro shit. That's okay. I wasn't even talking about Cap. I wasn't even talking about Cap just now. It's okay though. Listen. Hold on real quick. Let me say something. World. This is what he just was acting like me. I was just acting like him. This is what I go through all the time. How you just snapped? Now you would have fixed your glasses again. No, you was just mad niggerish. That's to me. Clean the fuck out. Welcome to my world, bro. Go ahead, Juice.
So here's my question. In a racist system, what do we expect? And this is where we need to start researching our environment. It's like, okay, I'm hearing so much, backlash from Jay-Z working with the NFL and Colin not getting a job. It's like, this is the effects of not following up on the civil rights movement. This is the effects of just settling for good enough. You can come and eat with us and be around us. And so, people, this is why we haven't made changes. This is why we have to kind of go back and ask for shit. Look, let me tell you something. This is why I have a problem with everybody that's running as far as Democrats or whatever. Everybody wants to fuck with niggas until we start talking reparations. When we start talking about fixing our situation, everybody gets quiet except for the one chick who's actually from here, from Houston. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rather than that, like, everybody else is like, they're absent. So they really don't want to. If they wanted to change our situation, niggas would get behind this reparation situation of figuring out how to repair our lives. So whatever else is happening, we're not talking about really as a whole fixing what's going on with the black community. Everything else is just fluff, bro. It's just fluff, something to entertain you, something to be buzzworthy. They have something to talk about. They have, they understand algorithms like rappers understand algorithms. They beef with people and they let shit go because they know it keeps attention on them. Because really, without this, can be honest, without this, are we really talking about the NFL as much? It's like, you talk about it because you love it, but this adds more spice to it. It's not like they really lost some type of viewership. Now, I do say it's a sore eye because of how they've handled it, because of what's going on, how they've handled it, how racist they seem, because they don't want to be that fucking racist. But I mean, everybody's still benefiting, news source. They get to talk about shit. Nobody's really talking about improving us in the political system, improving us in the financial market, improving us in the housing market, creating jobs for us, dog. If we don't get into technology, if we don't get into content creation, if we don't get into the future, we're done. We have nothing else we could do.
That's
hold on, because Cool, last week, and it might have been last week or last 2 weeks, you said something. You said if all the good players went to black colleges, what could they do, right? And bro, you said just a few minutes ago, you said, what else is there, right? But then we say that the majority of NFL is what percentage of black?
Like 80.
Right. So the NFL only makes money because black men play in the league. So if there was another league and black men went to play in that league, how much money would the NFL make?
None. Not a lot.
I'm just throwing that out there. Like, end of the day, the NFL has the power it has because
no.
Because it's easy for us to settle for some shit we ain't never had.
The NFL has the power. How old is the NFL?
100 years old.
Exactly. The NFL has a problem it has like everything else. Their schools tend to be better because of old slavery money. Their colleges tend to be better because of old slavery money. All these 100-year-old institutions are better because of old slavery money. Labor that was not paid for. That goes against the standard laws of economics. there's not a system around where you could get shit for free anymore. You understand? So when we look at that, like I look at these private schools I got to send my kids to or try to send them to, and they want college tuitions, and I look it up, and they were endowed land from old slave owners. This is true. I'm not talking hyperbole. The NFL got a fucking 100-year head start. That's why. So when we are smelling ourselves and waking the fuck up, we realize we don't really need all of their systems and institutions to get the bag. We realize the world is smaller because of Instagram and social media and Facebook. We can reach somebody in Houston. We can reach somebody in Africa. That we are enough. We've really been enough. When we all realize that, you can start the big three like Ice Cube 3 years in. You got 97 years to fucking catch up to something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So if we took our fucking ball and went home, meaning if we took our cool, if we took our music, if we owned our masters, if we didn't let them fucking put our theme songs in movies and all this other dumbass shit in commercials. You got Earth, Wind, and Fire commercials for fucking toothpaste and insurance, and people don't even fucking own it. If we stop letting them be contract gangsters, if we stop getting a class that is just appeased and say, here you go, paper plane pacify your people, that's what I'm saying. So I can't put the burden of us not figuring this shit out at Hov's feet. That's the whole point. But I don't like this shit because it reeks like the same shit. It reeks like the disparity between people that were just saying, oh, it's just a certain amount of bougie people that say, oh, we just college educated and fuck all the other black people back in the Jim Crow South. You understand? The Homestead Act gave millions and millions, billions of acres of land to white people back in the 1860s. You understand? Grandma Rose was 100 years old, 99 years old when she died. That's one generation from when they was giving them fucking acres of land. 16 acres, then 34 acres, then 64 acres for free, more or less. So when you say what head start they got that head start. Now, we not complaining no more. We understand that we can make money and get money in the system and get money together. I'm not even saying screw all white people. I am saying screw white supremacy. The whole point is we still get gunned down in the street, and they doing it with impunity. That was the initial reason for this whole thing. And if that shit didn't stop, we shouldn't be fucking doing no halftime show for no fucking Super Bowl.
Saturday Night Mike.
Like,
Saturday Night Mike.
He's trying to take Sundays too, like. And Fridays. He just gotta take Sundays too, huh?
Here's what needs
to
to happen as far as the industry goes, and I'm glad, and I know we got to bridge off in other things, but here's I got into an argument with somebody the week before last, actually a family member, and we were talking about what do black people produce, and the problem is that black people do not look at culture, content, what we're doing as a product. We don't look at it as an export, but it is. And the thing about it is very much so in line with the export that you are getting today. Most of what you're getting as far as goods is all digital. I mean, if you think about it, you're using tangible things less. You're trading through the air. You're getting things through the cloud. You're getting everything that even if you have to order stuff, you're doing that through the internet. We're creating this on-demand universe. And so what I would like to see Jay-Z do, and I would like to see more people do this in other cities, is empower the kids, empower the content creators, because that's where it's going. And through content creation, you're going to have networks. Through content, now we're going to develop money. We're going to develop programming. And so this would need, so again, I'm going to defend Jay-Z. I'm going to say certain things, but I can also be critical of him. I can also say that, hey, I don't like this because you could be doing this. I'm very aware of that. And I want everybody out there to know that that's where I'm coming from. So, because I know that, here's my question for Oprah. Here's my question for the billionaires is that you have the infrastructure to do what I'm saying, and you're not.
Right.
So why?
Listen, Juice, I 100% agree. And that to me, that's it. Like, all I'm saying is, Jay-Z, if y'all, when the room was put together and we was thinking about this shit, if there were no dissenting voices in the room to say, I don't know about this one, then your circle is too small. There is such a thing. That means it was just a bunch of yes people riding that wave. Yeah, we're going to get this bag and we're going to go do this. If they didn't smell this coming, like some kind of backlash for this, then nobody's ear is to the street the way it used to be. And that's quite possible because you've been longer and rich longer than you've been poor. And the nigga from Marcy. That's just a fact at this point. You feel me? You've been Jay-Z, billionaire or millionaire dude longer than you've been. He came out at 26 years old and he 50 now. You understand what I'm saying? So you've struggled less than you've been on top at this stage of the game. And all I'm saying is this. What did my man Steph Curry, he wasn't even my man. I subscribe to Tidal because I understand the value in black ownership in a streaming service. I didn't quit Tidal, so don't dare sit there and patronize me and ask me what I did. Nigga, I support you. You understand what I'm saying? And I can snatch that support as easily. I'm not a part of Apple Music. I'm not a part of Spotify. I'm not a part of no other thing. I subscribe to Tidal. You feel me? Because I see the value in black ownership and what he was trying to do. I understand Rock Nation when they say these guys just want to take your 10%. We want to help you keep your money. I get that. I'm with you. Guess what he could do? What did Steph Curry just do? He created a whole fucking D1 golf thing for Howard University. It just so happened to be my alma mater, but you could do that 10 years ago. You could have did that blindly. Now, I'm certain that you do certain stuff, but like, don't patronize me like you've been this benevolent dude the whole time. Because you haven't. That shit is real recent history. And I can still rock with you and be critical. I would hope that at some point, y'all just don't tell me, yeah, that sound cool if that shit don't sound cool. Right? And every bag ain't for you. You understand what I'm saying? So in that sense, like, why did the world attach themselves so much to Nipsey? Right? Because Nipsey was boots on the ground with it. Nipsey was building a STEM, building and all that stuff. We still have not gotten that kind of stuff out of Hov. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you could take with way more resources. You could take black interns and get them their own space on a Tidal platform. You could take whatever and do whatever on a Tidal platform without nobody else's input. You could do certain stuff, and that's all I'm saying. And so I could rock with you and still be critical of you. It don't mean I gotta agree with everything that you say.
Okay, so
real quick, Juice, before I let you go, this is my point, yo. Real quick. I pay for Tidal and don't listen to it because I rock with them. I'm an Apple Music guy, right? So it's not that. So that's a choice for me because it just works better with my phone, right? Because I got an Apple phone, but I pay for Tidal because I support, right? The last 5 articles of clothing I purchased has been on paperplanes.com. You understand? So I'm gonna fucking say what I want to say about it. I'm the reason that you're able to goddamn break people out of jail.
You can critique it, but here's a question I have, and not just for you guys, because I think I know where we stand. Because you can critique a move, but he's gotten so much praise, and now it's like, can this one thing derail all the things?
No,
right?
No,
no.
Nobody's trying to cancel him. I'm not.
No,
hey,
I bought my people playing shit last week.
You know I don't normally do this. No, we just spent a lot of time the last few weeks.
No.
A lot of time. And when you had you said, we spent a lot of time.
We can move on.
We got to talk about my man, the 100 motherfucking grand, Dave motherfucking Chappelle. Mr. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can't touch me. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. And what he say on there? And those on Netflix, remember, y'all pick my face. Y'all decide to listen to this shit. Y'all listen to this. Let me know how y'all feeling, man.
Hey,
how y'all feel about this?
I want to say this. It is one of the top stand-up hours I've seen ever.
Listen, hold up. Yo, Juice, I swear to God, it was me. It was T. Shout out to little bro Isaiah, Tanera brother. We was walking. We had just left the beach yesterday. We was out Ocean City, New Jersey. And I was like, yo, I was thinking, I'm like, and I had watched it Friday night. Sunday. Friday night I watched it. And I was like, yo, this might be the greatest stand-up like I laughed at every single thing. Yeah. And I'm a big Dave fan. I'm almost ready. I'm definitely ready to say it's his best. But I'm like, in an hour, have I laughed at anybody's jokes, every single joke. And I felt like I did.
Live on the Sunset Strip, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy's Raw.
I don't think Eddie Murphy raw. Every joint I ain't laugh.
And you want to know something? I have to say this. Well, I'm just listing my 3. And Sticks and Stones. I may have to very well say right now, after looking at it again, it's probably the greatest stand-up comedy hour.
It's at least top 5. Like I don't. Y'all gotta tell me something. Like
it's gotta be because
I
it's
at least top 3. Watch it yet, but goddamn, I'm getting on this podcast and doing it.
He took.
Hold on.
He took shit he shouldn't have talked about. That he shouldn't. He took.
Cool.
Shit,
You seen it, right?
He definitely. Ooh.
Dog, he took shit that he could
no
probably get
thing.
canceled.
The nigga said there's no such thing as a free trip to Hawaii.
Dog.
There's no such thing as a free trip to Hawaii. The Michael Jackson shit.
Dog. I think
the R. Kelly. I don't know that nigga.
Bruh. Yeah. He is definitely the GOAT.
Yo.
Dave Chappelle is the GOAT.
Dog, he don't care. There's nothing like the freedom of.
Right.
This nigga said comedy. He said it's the worst doing comedy for you motherfuckers. He said it's the worst. We're the worst group of people he's ever had to do comedy for.
But that's why,
because of the scrutiny that comes with it.
You know why? Because Dave always got the critique of doing comedy for white folks at first. But I'm not gonna say I understand what it's because it wasn't no 50 mil, wasn't no mil, wasn't no M in it. But like walking away from something that don't sit right with your spirit, he sacrificed 50 M's. And I hate to bring it back, but we know people didn't. That's a thing, yo. So it's like a woven, unwritten secret that Dave got street cred from walking away from that and coming back to this. So if you calling me a fucking crackhead because I spent a few weeks in South Africa, didn't cancel me, it ain't shit. I feel like even though I ain't even where I want to be, nowhere near. In the hole, I ain't never touched what I touched when I left that job. Since then, I know my arrow pointing up, and I know I can say what the fuck I want. Cause ain't nobody hire me to fire me. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
Nate, that has to knock their as far as whoever. You can't listen. What can we do? We've already what can we do to him? And his loyal fans. If you're a loyal Dave Chappelle fan, there's no way you heard that stand up or watched that stand up and you feel like I'm done with him.
Bruh,
I was like, for me, it felt like.
I'm sorry, Ashley Larry. They asked Ashley Larry, what's my name? Ashley Larry.
Darnell.
My bad, Darnell. They asked Darnell Rollins, is he gonna be canceled? He said, man, Dave Chappelle can go on tour and get a couple $1 million. That's exactly right. You can't never get canceled. Dave Chappelle said, I'm going to do a tour for 6 months. I'm on it.
We all
can never cancel somebody like that. That's my point. Take your cool and go home.
Hey, dog, I seen people on Facebook that usually, like, the jokes he made that usually, like, are like, when cancel. They was like, bro, they knew they shouldn't have been laughing at that shit, but they were laughing at that shit.
Bro, he had the transvestite picture in the thing. That shit was legit. He had if you look at the joint, he had the Daphne transvestite picture at the end of the comedy special. That's so gangster that he was telling the truth the whole time. It wasn't no joke.
Yeah, he's funny, bro. Like, dog, he's a great. And you got to think about like this too. To do that many. Here's I want to say this on here because I'm not gonna type this, so I'm gonna get a clip of this and share it with all you niggas that had a problem me saying that Dave Chappelle is the greatest comedian of all time. Here's why I'm saying that. Guys, y'all gotta remember, these comedians, on top of doing movies and other things, they were only releasing specials every 3 years. This dude did 4 or 5 specials in a year, too.
All new material.
Yeah, all new material. So you just have to think about it like, bro, come on, man. That makes he's a GOAT.
This nigga said there's no women 36 years old with good pussy.
Nigga die laughing.
Hey, but bro, I got to rap, man, because I'm gonna be in a session soon. But I couldn't miss this. I had to make sure I had some time where I come in and talk and do my thing on the podcast, bro. So I got to rap.
It's a bet.
All right, Juice.
All right, Juice. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You too, bro.
Love you too, bro.
You know, we're gonna make it shake. All right.
We got an hour out to you.
All right. Peace.
Hey.
Yeah.
59 minutes talking about this Kaepernick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you ain't never lied. That Kaepernick shit strike a chord. I be having to get away from that shit. Like, all right, listen. It don't just be Kaepernick. It go from Kaepernick to Eric Reed, all that shit is intertwined. So it's one big.
I gotta say, I believe. I don't mean, but I think he's gonna do the right thing because he's done the right thing. It just don't mean he had to get their money to do it. That's all.
Right. So, bro, you got to get on your Dave Chappelle shit. Listen, this might be the best one.
I'm caught up on Snowfall though, for the most part.
Nah, you still got it. It's some shit we can't even talk Snowfall yet.
I'm on episode 8 of this season.
I'm not even
Did
on
you
8.
finish it?
I'm probably on 4 of this.
No,
season.
You got to finish it.
I got Mel doing her thing right now at the beginning. That's where I'm at.
Oh, she tripping.
I ain't even that far. I ain't even chill.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. That's why I said doing her thing. Yeah.
We done.
Chill.
We done. We done with him. We done with Mary. I mean, we done with Rhapsody. Y'all hear Rhapsody shit?
I have not had a chance to listen to it. I got to be I'm never in a space where I can just sit down and listen to music. That normally transpires in a vehicle. I don't drive that much no more. I don't have a space where I could digest music.
Yeah, Rhapsody is.
I haven't listened to Port of Miami all the way through.
Oh, that's my shit. Rhapsody, yo, listen, I like that album, and this is my first time listening to her. This might be her second or third album.
Second.
Yeah,
I'm 7 episodes back on Joe Budden podcast. That's how far I'm back.
Yeah, you definitely got a lot going on.
Yeah,
but Rhapsody shit is definitely a good listen. You listen to it yet? Cool, you didn't get a chance.
I heard. I did a snippet run through, and I like what I heard though.
I know all her songs are named after famous women.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And the name of it is Eve.
Yeah. That's dope just because.
Right. Definitely listen, man. She nice, man. And it's not like, I think she kind of like, it's kind of like the perfect storm to a certain extent because she's not bad on the eyes. Like she's a beautiful woman too. So it's like some of the chicks that come up, I'm not saying all of them, don't get me wrong, but the way she come across, like just what she comes with, and then
you about to get in trouble, yo.
No, she don't pull the sexual even.
Can't open the pickle jar, yo.
No. Listen. Even Remy talk sexy, even though she can really rap. She don't give up. She's like more of a tomboy, but she's a pretty woman. And she can really rap, man. Like she's just like, there's nothing really sexual that she says. So she's not sexual at all. But then at the end of the day, she's a very pretty woman. Like that's all I'm saying. Even the best rappers that we call the best female rappers, even MC Lyte had some shit, but she was a little freaky dicky a little bit.
Who?
MC Lyte. Yeah, but that Rhapsody shit a good listen though. All right. Hey, cool. You ever make a comment? Now this is what's crazy. What's crazy is I'm gonna tell you a story, right? And then Rel's gonna tell you like he's not gonna agree with this. So this is how it's gonna play. You know where I'm at, right, Rel?
What? Go ahead.
I called you the other night. Right. So
okay. Go ahead. Yeah, fuck out of here.
I'm sitting in the crib, me and my girl chilling. We listen to R&B. Faith come on. It had to be I Love You. That joint come on. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, real shit. Like listening to Faith. I'm like, Faith to me might got Mary J. Like on some shit, right? I'm like, Faith, because her voice is just beautiful. So then she was like, what? You tripped? No, what happened was I called Rel. Like when I got a question about some shit, I call Rel, and it depends on what it is. So if it's I always call Rel, but it might be Rel, I might call Trig. Or if it's some rap shit, I'll call Trig, I'll call Triz. If it's some other shit, I'll call Rel. So what ended up happening was, and it's crazy, he just left. And Juice didn't even call me back. This was days ago. I called.
He pulled the cool.
Yeah, right. So I called Rel, then I called Juice, and neither one of them answered. Just because musically, I'm like, all right, I can ask them. Juice be in the studio, and me and Rel just gonna sing same time. So I called Rel didn't answer. I called Juice didn't answer. Then my girl played like 7 Mary J. Jones. I was like, damn. You know what, Mary? I'm sorry. I should have never said no shit like that. Then Rel called me, and I say, Rel, listen. I told Rel the same thing I just told you. I said, yo, you ever made a statement, and then you hear some shit, you be like, yo, I was tripping. So I told Rel that. I said, yo, I said Faith might got married. This nigga says, what you say, bro?
What? Faith, get the fuck out of here. Did Mary J. Blige sing better than Faith?
Yeah, he said Faith got it. That's what he said.
Yeah, for
So
sure. I stand by that.
Faith or Mary J.
What are we talking about?
Just in there was no
No qualification.
We had no right.
So Faith can definitely sing better than Mary J. in my mind, but I think Mary J. like package wise, got it. And I think it's just I love arguments like this because it's like saying top 50 in the NBA, right? That shit might change, right? It's like saying best
Right.
MC, we did that. That shit might change. So like I'm just in the feeling, and Terrell gonna know because it was the same. Do you like donuts? Summer, but like that. Boom, 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 boom. What's the 411 and all that shit?
Yeah.
That was a feeling for me. So I don't know. I say Mary, but I can see a strong argument for Faith because I think her voice is just better. Like,
but that wasn't the argument. They didn't. So if you ask me who's the bigger artist, I'm going to say Mary J. Blige. But you asked me who was the better singer, right? So I emphatically said Faith Evans.
I think Faith.
You know what I'm saying? So you there's no project that Faith has or song is better than 411 or even Share My World. You know what I'm saying? You'd be hard pressed to find a song better than Dancery. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think if Faith has a song bigger than that. You know what I'm saying?
What Faith former backup singer Mary J. used to?
Was she? I think so.
She was a backup singer to somebody.
Backup singer for somebody, yeah.
I can feel that. I can see that.
Y'all hear Kevin Hart got in an accident?
Yeah.
Yo, Faith was a backup singer for Mary J. Just to clear that. Yeah, I just seen that too. He got in an accident. He wasn't driving though.
I mean that don't mean shit to me either.
No, I just thought about the DUI situation.
No, I'm talking about backup singers.
Yeah, no, Faith did backup sing for
because Kelly Price was backing up singing for all of them, and can't none of them hold the candle to her.
Right.
Singing.
Right.
No, but hold on. Let me correct you because when I called you, I didn't say singing. I said I think I was specific. I don't think I was that specific.
You said singing. You said T.
Did I say singing?
Yeah, you said singing.
Okay.
So that's why I said I didn't know if you heard why you was gone, but I'm like.
Yeah, I heard everything.
All right.
I didn't know if I said singing or.
You did. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was on, so.
So I heard it in your voice. I don't think that Mary J. Blige is a better singer than Faith. I just don't.
I think
she's
Mary
a
J.
bigger star, and it's not even clear.
Her movement, how her songs make you feel. I think Mary J. lyrics just touch home with so many women. I think it's more of that. Just women that I'm not gonna cry no more shit. Like I'm pretty sure there's plenty of women that have been through. You know what I mean? So her, even though like you said, bro, and I agree. If they were to sing the same song, I definitely think that Faith would sound better singing any song better than Mary. I think Mary's song selection touches especially black women in a way that makes her the GOAT. I mean, it's plenty of women. If you heard Jaguar Wright sing Song Cry, I don't even know why Mary J even jumped on that.
Yeah.
Because Jaguar Wright killed Song Cry to the point where Hov was like stuck. And then after that, I can recall after that, like it might have been the black.
I bought a CD because of that.
We're right. What was the black? It was the black album, but what was the movie? The black. What was the movie that Jay had? Fade to Black. And he had Mary J. singing Song Cry. I don't even know why Mary J. even touched Song Cry ever again. Hov don't even ask me to do it because Jaguar Wright
murdered.
Well, they got more songs together, so Mary just happened to be there.
Right, but I wouldn't touch it. You better all play the album than having Mary because
Jaguar Wright did the Unplug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaguar killed that.
I can still hear her riffs, her ad lib.
Yeah. Look at Hov face. Hov like, oh shit, hold up. I was caught in the moment.
That's an underrated freestyle, by the way, too, on the Fade to Black. That's my shit.
When he dropped that LL drink.
Yeah. Can I get my LL or that's my
right, yeah. No doubt. So we said voice wise. Are we agreeing voice wise, Faith? But
artist wise, Mary.
Yeah.
Mary.
it's not even
because that matters, man. Production, your outfits and shit like that. And so, like,
Dancing.
Dancing,
the Mary J.
Yeah, yeah, right. Like that matters. Shout out to Diddy for seeing that, like,
and that's the one thing that they got in common too. Is something.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I definitely think that.
Hey, yo, let me ask you something. Why was Drew Hill always counting steps in music, yo? These niggas is the most countingest niggas. 5 steps. They was always counting out some shit. And then there was the other shit was 1 walk through that door. These niggas always counting some shit. Boy.
We got a Drew Hill connection on this show. Let me just
Here you go.
A few of them niggas went to my high school. We was literally in high school together at the same time. And some of them went to Terrell's high school. They used to do, Cisco used to walk from Mervo and come practice at my high school with Nokia right in the hallway. And shout out to Woody, James. They was like in my classes and shit like that. So like to see them as 14K Harmony and do little talent shows, and then a couple summers later, niggas was doing that Drew Hill step at the AFRAM. I think that's a kind of sort of big deal because they became, the it group for a summer, maybe a couple of them.
Yeah. Oh, listen, those first 2 albums.
I thought you were gonna tell the beat up story on the bus stop.
Oh, you told me that. You told me that story, bro. You told me that story years ago.
We gotta protect the innocent.
Yeah, we gotta protect the innocent because I don't even know.
Fair enough.
Hey, bro, you told me that story.
That was eyewitness shit. I'm not even. We did.
You wasn't really there.
Yeah, but yes, I was there. That's the problem. It was only a handful that was there.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't really want to.
Yo, Rel told me that story years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't really.
But yo, real nigga shit. I can't remember a group first 2 albums. Them first 2 Drew Hill albums and that third album too.
Yeah, they had it.
They all classics. All 3 of them is classics. Them first 2 Drew Hill, I wasn't. It's real when you can remember where you would like when you hear an album and it takes you to a place. Yeah. And them first 2 albums take me to a time in my life.
Yeah. Cisco went to the same high school as I did, and he used to work at the burger spot down the street from my mom's house. Like, I saw do it all the time.
Like, it was crazy.
It's just like regular, man. And the fudge.
Him and what's name basically grew up together. Him and Woody. They said he was the glue of the whole thing when he left. They knew it was over for real. That shit wasn't gonna be the same. He was the glue of the whole shit. But them niggas, we already had the 112 of Drew Hill joint. I just know Jagged Edge in 3rd place. That's all I know.
What?
Jagged Edge before who?
My wife asked me the other. No, I hate Jagged Edge, so I wouldn't even say they're in 3rd place. They're not even in my top 10.
No, I'm just saying, like, no. I'm talking about in that era, like right around the same time it was 112, Drew Hill.
Nope. Wait a minute, Let's Get Married is a classic, bro.
I like Keys to the Range. That's the only Drew Hill Jagged Edge song I like.
No, you're lying. You like the one with Rev Run on it too.
Yeah, Rev Run killed that, you know?
What song?
The Let's Get Married remix.
Oh.
That's your shit. No. Bro, you told me that shit. That's
no, I didn't. No, you got the wrong brother.
God.
You can't find nobody who said I like goddaggone.
Why not? Why not?
Because I was born in 1980, right? So I'm a huge New Edition fan. So when they came out with J.E. Heartbreak, I was like, these niggas is whack. And I wasn't really fucking with Atlanta niggas.
I ain't even peeped. They took my New Edition shit. Like, cause I get physical about New Edition, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
New Edition, my niggas.
Right, I played that tape to Pop for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, did you know what Bobby Brown song was it? It just came out this week. That it was it Every Little Step? One of them songs. He was so high he couldn't finish it, and Ralph did the vocals on one of his major songs.
For real?
Wow, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yo, let me Google it real quick. But Ralph did.
Ralph and Johnny also own the rights to the name.
Yeah, them niggas ain't shit.
That's why they run around here as Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
I don't like
that up, yo.
How somebody could get bored in at the last minute and take the name?
Yo, fuck John. I'd have to whoop Johnny ass.
Oh, just like a DC nigga. I swear.
Oh, every little step. Ralph sing every little step because Bobby Brown was too high.
Damn.
Right.
That's crazy.
And that was Bobby Brown solo joint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My man, shout out to main man Win from B More Cat. And he wanted to know why isn't Wale considered one of the upper echelon, like the Drakes and like the Wale's and like not the Drake, the Drakes, the Drakes, the
Kendricks and
Kendricks
the
and the
Coles.
Coles.
I got an answer for that.
Okay.
I think Juice alluded to it when we was talking about the Hove thing, that there are other factors involved more than just your talent. And I don't know, but Jalen Rose was talking about how he, didn't meet his father, met his father late or whatever, and how
he hated Grant Hill
at his
right.
Yeah, and he said at his father's funeral, he only had about 20 people there. It was on Vlad TV.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole thing is like, not that I live for people, but I would think that my funeral will be more crowded than 20 people.
Oh,
and the reason I believe that is because I'm generally a decent, I'm a decent guy. I want to do stuff where it's selfless and that kind of thing. So Wale, by all accounts, the rumor is not the right word, but the scuttlebutt is that he's a little sensitive, maybe not necessarily the easiest to get along with. That's what I've always heard. You know what I mean? So that can disqualify. Like he had a fucking one of his early joints with Lady Gaga. How you messed that bag up? You know what I mean? Like so the sensitivity. I don't know if it's deserved. You feel me? As far as his attitude and all that kind of stuff, but that shit plays a part into, I think, how people perceive you. It's kind of like how they do Terrell Owens in the NFL. You all is great, but the reporters didn't really like you. You're like, damn, yo, I get messed up for the reporters. So to me, Wale is like the T.O. in hip hop. He there. Right. He's supposed to be there, just, but for some reason, shit don't get put together. So I think those other invisible forces outside of your skill set come into play. And that's just my guess on it, my take on
it. As a guy, I like Wale. And even sometimes I feel like his catchy, you can be too. When you rap, I feel like you have to. You want people to think about what you're saying, but you still want them to catch it. And sometimes I feel like when he raps on a song that's not an R&B song with an R&B singer on it,
too above your head.
Right, right, exactly. Like Wale say some shit, you be like, yo, he'll say some shit like a football reference, like you gotta really know football, like I can't be like he'll say little shit and I can't think of the bars right now. Like he said, I'm blowing. Right, he said I'm blowing up like bitches you went to school with. I'm blowing up like bitches you went to school with. To me, I know what it's like because the chick that was hot when you was in 12th grade, she a fat Joe now. You get what I'm saying? So I'm blowing up like bitches you went to school with. To me, makes sense. A lot of people not going. A lot of people not going to catch it. Right. That's just one bar. So I think like when you think of Wale, I think you think of the R&B hook and him talk for the ladies. And then it is the asshole aspect, though. I think a lot of people really don't like him. And the social media, not being able to, when you're worked up, chill and think about it before your hands go crazy.
Right.
Right.
Matters.
I think.
Remember,
but, I mean,
for a while.
We've seen Meek.
Yeah.
Meek bounce back from that. Meek was like that too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I feel like, honestly, Meek is closer to being at the upper echelon of those guys, or up there with them guys, more than Wale is.
So you think of MMG?
No, I'm not. That's not why.
No, Meek changed. Meek grew.
And even album-wise, I don't think Wale really had that album that really defines his career. He's more of a single guy, and he got the R&B joints and the shit like that. And that's the kind of what we. Regardless, I like chain music. My favorite Wale songs is chain music with Hoes gonna follow. Chain so big, can't pop my collar. That's one of my shits, but you don't think of Wale for that.
You gotta. Mike Epps comes to mind when we talking about this for me, and the reason is because Mike Epps dug so far in Kevin Hart ass just about who he was and being not the best in his social media, and then it was a mentality of you got to get down and lay down. So your social media does have to match what you're doing. I don't give a fuck what you used to do. I don't give a fuck how funny you is. Yo, your pictures got to be better. They got to be HD. You got to have some consistency posting. And if you look at Mike Epps, and I ain't saying I did it, but like there was a point where he wasn't fucking with Instagram, and there was a point where he was. 50 Cent comes to mind. 50 Cent is Bubby. Bubby in our language means you can't dress, you corny. 50 Cent got some kind of stylist that made him less corny. You got to do shit like that. Wale,
them white beaters was terrible.
It was terrible. Them big fly collars like this was terrible. You understand what I'm saying? And then he figured the shit out. We don't even talk about 50 Cent being a bad dresser no more, but that shit was a part of his thing. You know what I mean? So Wale, basically talent doesn't win out. This is the same shit that Juice was like, man, I'm talented, I'm more qualified. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different factors. So like, I don't know what one particular thing would do it for Wale, but like, you gotta get down and lay down. You gotta have a social media presence. You can't be pissy and salty at people. You can't be angry that people don't love your shit the way they may supposed to. It's a lot of different stuff.
It's funny.
I think that may be holding them down.
Because I was listening to Joe and them, and he was like, it's crazy because me and Wale are friends, and you know what I'm saying, he ain't reached out or sent us nothing, right? And he said, I got 1 million people who listen to me a week. He said, I think that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He said, this ain't on me, this on you. And I mean,
good point.
There's a very few people that Joe in the industry say is my friend, you know what I'm saying? He said that about Wale. You know what I mean? So
right. But like, even with the Mike Epps thing, and it was crazy, was last night, me and T was sitting back here watching Let Me Explain. And no matter what Mike Epps got to say about Kevin Hart, when you look at the crowd at a Mike Epps show, and you look at the crowd, like you talking about the thousands of people at a show. I mean, end of the day, for me, we can go back and forth about who's funny and who's not, but when the seats get filled, what point do that play in it? You know what I'm saying? And you talking about stadiums or, basketball,
arenas.
What they call them, right? Arenas, and we talking about clubs, so we talking about 5,000.
So Mike Epps had to get out. His shit changed.
Exactly. So like for me, like I said, I like Wale, man, and for me, it's like that's all you're known for. To me, is the girl song. Like even like Fab's known for the girl song, but you can say Breathe. You can say the shit where he really getting his bag. You really gotta be a Wale fan.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's obvious that Fab got better with time. Rain got better with time. And I don't know if it's the song. I don't think it's like you said, I don't think it's music with Wale. I think Wale done rubbed a couple people the wrong way. I mean, Joe Budden is the perfect example. You have to rebrand yourself. And I don't know if he got somebody around him to do that, but he has to do some what's the term I want to use? But basically you gotta get right with some people.
Rebranding is the right thing.
Right. The public, yeah, right. Your public shit you need a publicist or something to get this shit back where it need to be at. You know what I'm saying? But
they need to all take lessons from goddamn 2 Chainz, because ain't nobody ever rebranded themselves better than
2
him.
2 Chainz definitely counts.
But I don't think 2 Chainz. I don't think 2 Chainz is the guy that you didn't like. 2 Chainz just made it better.
The guy you didn't know.
Exactly. But you know Wale. A lot of motherfuckers just don't like him.
Okay.
Okay.
There's no way Wale.
2 Chainz need to make a company and help Wale out.
But listen, at the end of the day, even Jim Jones. Jim Jones is in the.
Jim Jones is another good example.
A lot of people wasn't like him. Now he with Rock Nation.
Jim Jones is a great example. Perfect. Jim Jones he's not even dislikable no more.
Yeah.
Right, and he was.
He was.
Because he was considered the muscle. And then he got on TV on Love and Hip Hop. And
not even that.
It wasn't conducive to walk around the streets in that manner talking to my girl this way.
But he was even like he was I remember when I think when Meek had the Rich Porter song that was on the Maybach Music joint, Jim Jones had something to say about the fact that you don't know Rich Porter, and then Cameron said like, Jim, you don't know Rich Porter neither. You know what I'm saying? So now if you listen to Jim Jones music, he's shouting Meek out, and it's all good. You feel what I'm saying? So he was that guy who didn't get. Jim Jones was Wale.
Yeah.
Even though I would say career-wise,
Wale's
bigger than Jim Jones is.
I can see that.
But,
great point.
Right. Oh shit, I get a little okay.
Yo, that's
appreciation of lost
do that.
Jones probably the best example of that shit.
Right, but definitely. But and what's crazy was I think Wale left Rock Nation, and I think Jim Jones flourished through Rock Nation.
Yeah, Jim Jones is
Just
probably
been
the
with
best.
them.
Jim Jones is probably the best example of that shit because
Wale
there was
like
a
the second
point.
or third person signed to Rock Nation after
Right.
like Cole and Rihanna.
But he left though. But he left. Right, he left.
Because he emotional, probably. I mean, I don't know him personally, but.
Listen, man, some stuff you got to sit back here and chill out and not.
Shit, I left that job emotionally. I left too early. So I wish Juice was on here. Like you know what I'm saying? I can admit that in retrospect, if I was the person I am today, I would have maneuvered it differently. I actually, this is what I would have done. I would have went to behavioral health and told them that I wanted to slap somebody at work. They'd have gave me a month off and paid me. And I'd have went on the vacation I wanted to. And I'm not even being facetious. I'm saying I didn't know that was a mental health thing. Instead, I was emotional and I didn't have enough money to quit to make it comfortable. So I quit and it was uncomfortable. It's been uncomfortable.
And that's what we do. What smart people do is when you're uncomfortable with a situation, you don't just quit the motherfucker. Like every job, I've been fired from one job. I got fired from Elkins Park Hospital in 2010. I got fired. I've been fired from one job. Every other job I've had since then, and I've had about 4 of them, I've put in my 2 weeks and went about shit the right way as far as getting the more money. You get what I'm saying? So
I've been fired from one job. That was the Navy. They say your services are no longer needed.
the Navy wanted me back.
Other than that, I don't fuck that 2 week shit. Suck my dick. I leave when I feel like it.
Hey yo, let's talk about this Shaq and Kobe shit, man. Y'all seen the latest shit this week with Shaq and Kobe as the world turns? Mm-hmm. They asked Kobe, if Shaq had your work habits, how many titles would you have won? Would y'all have won together?
He said 12.
Kobe, he said 12. Shit. How I feel if he had a 50% more of what Kobe got, not even a whole 100. Who knows? Is Shaq and Kobe the greatest 1-2 punch in NBA history?
Yes.
I believe so.
It's not even close.
Cool, but we're not cool. We're Laker fans. What you think, Cool?
Probably.
You got Mike and Scotty. You got Magic and Kareem.
I mean, you only say Mike and Scotty because Michael was so Michael, but like as far as what they brought to the table, so to speak, like Shaq was. I seen the nigga break. I seen him change backboards because Shaq got in the league. That shit is crazy. And Kobe was like mini Michael, so he was as close as Michael could get. Now basically, you could say 1A, 1B, Michael to Kobe, right? But who would take Pippen over Shaq in the duo?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you ain't taking Kareem over Shaq either.
Yeah.
Right.
Sky hook or not.
Yeah.
Nah. What they were separated, by 4 years? Was it 4 years? Shaq was 94, Kobe was no.
Hey.
No, 93,
96. No. Oh no. Shaq was 92.
Okay, I know it's 4 years.
You know what, Terrell, that's a great point too. And I think it's often goes ignored in sports, and I don't mean to bring the Ravens into it, but I want to use that as an example. Joe Flacco versus Lamar Jackson at quarterback. They talk about like how they raving Lamar Jackson and how he working out and all this kind of stuff, working with the receivers in the offseason. Flacco was married and had kids. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, 22 and 22 with no kids. So there is something to the disparity. Kevin Durant versus Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a married man, chilling. Durant is a, you know what I mean? He like this and he all out or whatever. There's something to a disparity in where people are in life that in sports we think is supposed to wash away. But like if we don't have much in common other than the fact that we play basketball, nigga, I'm home. I'd rather be home and you rather be at the club. That ain't gonna work neither. You know what I mean?
But
that
listen,
don't work. It don't necessarily lead to a duration that will work. You know what I mean?
that makes a lot of sense until you see LeBron married with 3 kids, putting together a LA Laker training camp this summer. That's what Boogie got hurt at.
He different though.
Okay.
I just think.
And I can rock with that.
Give me $100 at 18. I was fucking it up. Give me $100 million at 18. I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Oh, I'd have fucked it up. I'd have fucked somebody up.
LeBron
hopefully
different.
somebody was around.
Yeah.
Real, hopefully you was
LeBron
around.
different.
When I was 21, I don't think I knew you yet.
Yeah.
He was different.
You know when I was 21?
03?
Yeah, I was 21.
Yeah.
I was 21 going on 22.
Yeah.
I'm like, who this nigga in cargo? This little,
No, you had
little
just turned 21.
Look at this nigga keep knowing when my birthday was and knowing that shit a little psycho. You just turned 21.
I got that in August. Your birthday's in June. You're my brother.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. You're right.
Which one we say? I know the
This nigga know my whole situation. He just turned 21, nigga. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I just turned 21. My drunk ass. Thank God. Listen, world, do you know, bro was the best to party with, not because bro is the thirdest nigga I know. I swear to God, I call him my brother for a reason. But the best part about bro was, bro don't drink or smoke or anything. Nigga, we getting home safe tonight. We getting back to the hotel. Where the fuck we supposed to be? Listen, no, listen. You gotta respect Rel because Rel can have fun. Like, I gotta have a couple. Like, I'm not dancing sober. Like, if I'm out here I'm A-Town stomping, nigga, please believe I had plenty to drink to be A-Town stomping. He was A-Town stomping sober than a motherfucker. Like, hey, you know how sober.
Till this day.
Right, yo, listen. That was my party guy. Like, we got a pop. We was in the club, and I knew I was getting home safe. We ain't getting no DUIs. Ain't nobody pulling shit over. Because Rel driving. I'm like, nigga, look, Rel with us, nigga. I'm about to get all the way turned.
I remember trying to influence Rel, and it ain't worked.
Listen, cool.
I don't know. That's horrible.
No, they're serious, cool.
They was calling me sober boy.
Sober boy, like it was a fucking
at Howard Homecoming.
Like it was I'm sorry, bro. That's so irresponsible.
Cool.
We was joking.
Right.
Sober boy, you don't want none of this Seagram's gin, nigga.
The lime one or the straight up?
16.
Straight up. Oh yeah.
Listen.
Why was you even there?
Listen. Hey, cool. I told her, I said, yo, bro, before you leave, yo, you gotta have a drink with me one time. Did you ever drink with me? I don't think he wouldn't do. I said, yo, bro, just drink with me one time, yo, just one drink. He wouldn't do that.
Terrell, why don't you smoke or drink?
I was drinking right before I left to join the Navy, and it ended up bad, real bad. Throwing up all over myself. I thought I was gonna die. My son's mother, my cousin Jordan, and her cousin put me in the tub, and I don't remember anything after that moment. I was getting high all the way up until the recruiter said you gotta stop smoking. That was in December of 1997. Joined the Navy, and I was getting high in the Navy, right? When I wasn't supposed to be, and I had made E5. CS2, and I was smoking in the neighborhood with one of my best friends. Shout out to my brother Al, and he said, "Yo, you got a career. I want you to stop smoking." And I ain't never smoked since.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
What?
I really thought that when you had your situation before you went into boot camp, that was it for you.
For drink, yes.
Oh, but you smoke weed?
I was smoking, yeah. I started drinking when I was 12. Smoking weed when I was 14.
How did you start drinking at 12? Because we wasn't drinking. It's not we were together at that time.
Yeah, Green Mountain, Preston, being down my grandmother way. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s, you could literally go in the bar and get drinks, which I thought was normal. You know what I'm saying? There was no carding you when the Korean dude was selling you, you know what I'm saying, a fifth of Erkinger.
I didn't smoke till I was at Howard, but I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't drink probably till I was at Howard too, but I was 17.
Yeah.
And I never used to do nothing like, I mean, we did stuff, but like the church, but when I did stuff at college that I didn't bring home back to the neighborhood. And I don't know why. I didn't want to be an influence, like a bad one. So I did this stuff with those friends, and I did not that stuff with these friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know. I always find it unique when somebody be like, I don't drink or smoke. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Like you want to drink.
I got
whatever.
caught in my house smoking. My mother said, "You better open up all these windows and get some air freshener because if your father come here and smell like he gonna kill you." Right? We was smoking in my room. Like
that was dumb. Hey, your mother found some papers in my baby bag back when my oldest was young, and she said, "Mike," she baby.
Hey, Mom.
Like the 60s.
Yeah.
Yo, my smoking and drinking shit. When I was
one
young,
of them. You know, there's one of them. Don't nobody stay this long in the bar. It'll unsurface 5 years from now, and it should be legal.
Right. When I was a youngin', I never was into that. Probably I might have smoked. I was smoking a little bit. The first time I probably smoked might have been with Trez. And what's crazy is the thing about Trez is, with a lot of my stuff, Trez is 3 years younger than me, but Trez has never been younger than me. Like Trez has always been my age. So when I was 17 and he was 14, he was 17 too. Like, so when I was 21 and he was 18 and we was going in the bar. Do you remember when we was at Chrome?
Mm-hmm.
Was we with Trez, and Trez ended up on because remember you used to have the thing on your wrist that showed that you was 21. So you couldn't go to the side with the bar because Chrome was 18 and older. So Trez was in the Chrome with us. I swear you was with us.
Mm-mm.
And okay, then you wasn't, but we was in Chrome and Trez ended up on the 21 and older side. I'm like, how the fuck did you get over here? You know what I mean? So for me, it was always, I smoked a little bit. I really drank a lot when I was in the Navy. That's what the drinking all the time was for me. So what's crazy was like, and shout out to Trig, I tell Trig all the time, like, I never drunk a 40 ounce of liquor till I met Trig. Trig was like, yo, let's get a 40. I'm like, a 40? Nigga, why like Ice Cube? This ain't fucking Boys in the Hood. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But then I would drink 40s all the time.
So I bought a 40 when I was 21 at Howard. I still ain't finished the 40 till this day. Like I remember waking. I was like, that was like I'm gonna drink a 40, and I still had like this much in the. I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah,
so I realized, and I didn't. I smoked in college, but like I didn't smoke in college because I couldn't afford it. Now that I think about it, like I couldn't afford that as a habit, and going to the store was easier to do than finding some weed at
trying
that
to grab, right?
I mean,
I
so.
was 5 years in the Navy. I never smoked. The whole time I was in the Navy, I never smoked no weed. I never touched nothing. And my homies respected me enough to not even ask me or, you know, be on that type of time. They respected the fact that I was doing what I was doing. That's what the real friendship is. Like, not saying that y'all was family and you grinding him up was whatever it was, and you know what I mean. But end of the day, my homies.
My role model, I don't give a shit. Like, today,
I was never on that type time. You know what I mean? So smoking for me I was drinking. But one thing about the Navy teaches you to work hard but drink harder. Like, I remember, and shout out to Jay Weezy, if we work in 5 and 2s, which is 5 and 2 is, for those who don't know, you work Monday and Tuesday, off Wednesday and Thursday, work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, off Monday and Tuesday, work Wednesday and Thursday, off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So when you're on 5 and 2, I used to shout out to Jay Weezy, shout out to my little sister Terry. We used to wake up on a day we was off, eat breakfast, and then we drinking like as soon as breakfast is done. Like, you ate breakfast just because you needed something on your stomach because we about to be drinking. And that's one thing the Navy had us on, like, as young cats, 20, 21 years old, like, yo, Oh, we drink all day. That's what we do. We drink. That's what we do all the time. I put my whole block, the whole nice town. I ain't gonna say the whole nice town, but everybody who knew me when I came back to home, it's the old head. Shout out to Mr. Jack. Every time he see me, he say, "Hey, where the Patron at?" Because I swear to God, we was the first niggas drinking Patron besides the rich niggas. Trig pulled up to my crib, listening to Usher, like, "Yo, nigga, we gotta get some Patron." I'm like, "Patron? What the fuck is that?"
Shout out to this
He like,
Patron, and it's gonna
and
be
it's gonna
on.
be on. And that's what that nigga did. He did that
I
exact
think
same shit.
Usher
Like,
might even put me on Patron.
yo, listen, $56 a bottle, yo. We was drinking that shit early in the game, man. We was young, drinking Patron before everyday niggas was drinking Patron. We was
I'm
drinking
not even
Patron
gonna
early.
lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's a good time to be alive as far as marijuana is concerned, because can you imagine, even if you don't smoke, but just from a straight, we live in a capitalistic society standpoint, can you imagine being alive when the prohibition of, say, cigarettes or the prohibition of, say, alcohol was a thing, and then it became a, oh yeah, y'all can do this thing. That's where we at with weed. You could sell, you could not smoke and sell goddamn top paper. What if weed paper? What if we say, look, we're gonna open a black rolling paper company? We're not gonna do that. You know what I mean?
I've never seen nobody smoke a Philly blunt, a Dutch Master, just in the paper, like take it out the paper and just smoke that motherfucker.
Never.
You know what you're selling. Like, come on, man. I ain't never seen nobody just like, you know what?
As a cigar.
Let me grab a Dutch and I'm just gonna spark it and just smoke it. Like, come on,
man. Dutch it up.
Let's stop the foolishness. Yo, let's talk about. Hold up. Let's talk about claps up to M.I.L.F. Finally, some justice after 12 years or so of all this bullshit. Clear of everything. No, he don't got no. Do he got a record? He might got a misdemeanor for a gun charge. He off everything.
That's wild.
Like, that's something. Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Meek. That's shout out to Meek. Meek name ain't come up in that whole conversation for a reason, in my eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm giving him a pass on that whole. I'm participating just because,
Right.
I don't want to I never want to get into like a celebrity glorifying thing. But like Tupac never was alive to see his plan, his evolution, his maturity come to fruition. And I'm not comparing Meek to Pac from an activism standpoint. I'm not comparing even what he did or what he stood for to an activism standpoint. But I think it's clear to see the growth in Meek just as an individual and as an artist. I think that they unwillingly made him the face of social justice reform. Whether he wanted it or not, he had to bear that cross. And he could have easily been like, man, fuck this shit, I'm back to the money, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know what I mean? And he didn't. He didn't shrug away from that. So to see him put that behind him, shout out to him. You know what I mean? And so that's why, like, even on that tip, DJ showed a picture. He showed a picture of Hove posted up on Meek Mill Way or some shit like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? What you want? You know what I mean? And Meek got his ear to the ground and all that kind of stuff. Closer, you would think. So I'm glad that he got that thing behind him. And just in general, just from a black male perspective, straight like that.
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely a beautiful thing, man. Call me a homo or whatever. And know what's crazy? Like, the thing about Philadelphia, man, it's like, it's so many haters because, like, you through the whole process, people still be like, oh, yeah, the judge gave him a break. And I'd be like, yo, dog, I was talking to an old head. I know you're going to see this. Like, motherfuckers be so misinformed and have an opinion and want to say some shit and put some shit in somebody's head who don't know nothing about nothing. And that shit is like, dog, at least know some information. I had somebody tell me, oh, yeah, he got arrested when the whole gun thing happened in North Philly. Dog, no, it wasn't. That shit was in South Philly. But just so quick to comment on something that you have no information on. Like, you gotta, and you, who knows who's believing what you're saying because you're saying it so matter of fact. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, yo, y'all gotta be careful with that shit. This shit is too fragile for y'all to be playing with. And it's like, y'all hate somebody. Y'all don't even know this. What is it about this man that make y'all hate him so much that y'all just wanna bury him? Oh, he did this, he did that. The man should never been arrested in the first place. Right. Point blank period. If you watch the documentary shows that according to the police report, which got the warrant, which had them come to the house, which had them run up on him with the gun, and him put the gun down, and him have a scar across his eye. All that stuff shouldn't have happened because the police report that got the warrant wasn't correct. There's no way that could have happened. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, his violation of his probation shouldn't have happened because the original reason they got a warrant shouldn't have been violent. But motherfuckers want to say, oh yeah, he did this, and he was smoking, and he was doing this, and he went out. He should have never been on probation because that shit was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And motherfuckers want to tell you how, oh yeah, I know. Oh, he lived a couple blocks down from me. Nigga, listen, you 55 years old, man. Sit down. And there's something else I want to say real quick. No, go ahead. We can talk about this because this something that's on my mind, but I'm saving it for a second.
Say it.
Go ahead.
Yo, y'all niggas need to stop looking at these young ladies and looking at their bodies and not looking them in their face. And you looking at low ass girls. Oh man, yo, she bad like a motherfucker. Nigga, she 15. Look in her face. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? And maybe it's because I got young girls in my life. You get what I'm saying? So I'm more cautious of that shit. But y'all see she not grown. Look at her. Stop looking at her ass and look at her face and tell me she a grown woman. She not.
We
Stop
talked
that shit.
We talked about this on the podcast before, man. How a man's eyes scan. So if it's a big ass, we're gonna look at the ass first. But in like 0.5 seconds, you scanning the rest of it. If she got on some fucking Reebok classics or some bullshit or something, not to pick on classics, but you know what I'm saying. If the hairstyle, you gotta take inventory before you commenting and all that shit, talking about somebody bad and all that kind of shit. So I don't know what kind of weirdos is doing that.
I'm at work.
You know what I'm saying? Like a quarterback, you gotta go through your progressions. You gotta
right. Listen, I'm at work.
You throw an interception. I'm sorry, I'm on my NFL shit.
No, you're right though.
It's a week from Sunday.
No, but look, I'm at work. And the young girl, I'm like, I see her too. I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, hold up. Because I seen her before. I'm like, oh, that's the young, she look like she a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up. Oh yeah, that's a young buck. I'm like, yo, need you see her? I said, yo, my man, look, she young. Look at her face. He come back to me, oh, no, what you was right. No, listen, like, end of the day, I got a daughter. I got daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
like,
I'm gonna tell you.
Ain't nothing wrong with. Go ahead, cool.
Go ahead, Nee.
No, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with. Initially, you see something.
Yeah.
Dog, come on, man. Like that ass don't got a number on it. Look at her face.
Yeah.
Right.
So one day I was on the phone with my homeboy Ray. Shout out to Ray Nard. You know what I mean? And I'm coming. I don't know. I was driving. I was on the phone, but this was years ago. So I bust up. I was going home and I bust a turn, and I saw a female, a woman, what I perceived to be a woman, because you can't see female, right? What I perceived to be a woman with a big old booty, and it was a thong out, like the ass was moaning me, walking down the street. And I'm like, oh, like on the phone, like I'm talking to Ray, like, oh, blah, 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 oh, like that, right? But in like Tamir Rice time, I realized that her tennis skirt was being hiked up by her book bag.
Right.
End of the story. I was like, oh my God. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't continue to be like, Now she had a grown woman booty, but she had a book bag on. She could have even been to college for all I fucking know. But what I know is the book bag made me not look
as a turn off.
As a turn off. Not a turn on. Not a I'm gonna look the other way, as a off of the turn, so to speak.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it. No.
And it's a lot of motherfuckers out here irresponsible. Like, that's what fucked me up. Like, dog, you got it. This time, like, you got daughters, you got sisters, like, you got nieces.
No, bro, that ain't
How
normal.
you feel about grown men drooling over your niece?
That ain't normal.
And motherfuckers don't think about that shit. Oh, yo. And at my job, they get a lot of they sit at a little table and they just be, and I be like, and what's crazy is the women they know and they do little things. I be like, yo, I had a home, like, yo, what make you? Yeah, man, the way they be in here, I gotta be that way.
It's
You know what I'm
plenty.
saying?
It's plenty of grown women that can give you that same emotion.
And they grown like, no,
And
I
they
don't.
grown.
What do you want? What do you want with a little like? I like women. I like a grown woman.
Matter of fact, I like mine a little older than me. My wife a little older than me.
Mine like 2 years younger, but let her tell it. Let her tell her she older than me.
And
Mine is older.
my wife know, like I got a thing about women that don't like I like we talked about this. Y'all know I love pregnant women. I like mothers. You understand what I'm saying? So I got a thing about like hot chicks, like maybe entertainers that don't look motherly, like womanly to me. Like so Sierra for a long time really didn't do it for me.
Right.
Rihanna for a minute didn't do it for me. And she's still like, just because she got a little thicker and maybe a little seasoned, that looked better than me. You know what I mean? And even like something about like, even though my wife is an athletic build, like it's different. She a whole mother out here. So
Right.
I'm on the M.I.L.F train. You feel me? Like I'm not really with the
The Young Bucks.
Yeah,
It's the
I
Taraji
ain't
P.
at all.
Hensons, the Mayas,
Yeah.
the Regina Halls, the Regina Kings, the Jada Pinkett Smiths.
Yeah.
They hot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They was popping.
I need somebody mother.
You a mother lover?
I'm a mother lover.
Yeah, hold up.
No, you're just going something. I'm a mother lover. Dipset. I'm Dipset down here.
Hey, yo. We got to get my man. Listen, we the what kind of podcast are we?
Prophetic podcast, baby.
Right. With us being that, I'm gonna learn that word, but I don't say it right, so I don't want to fuck it up. We got to give my man Wood Harris his flowers. Us all being men. Cool, you 42, right?
Yeah.
Cool 42. I'm 37. Rel 38. Rel be 39 in December. I'm putting all this business out there. Wood Harris might have played the two of the most influential characters in our era. Ace from Paid in Full and Avon Barksdale from The Wire. We gotta sit back here and really just, first of all, let's just note how flexible you have to be to play Ace and to play Avon, because Ace and Avon are two totally different motherfuckers. Wood Harris, a great actor, everything he's in, whether it was in New Edition, whether he was in Creed, Wood never gives you I feel as though Wood never gives you
Remember the
a
Titans.
performance. Right. Remember the Titans. Above the rim?
Above the rim.
Wood like a Rick Ross verse.
Ah.
And his brother nice with it too. Charles Harris.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Right. He was in one of them joints with the chick with It's one of them early Tyler Perry joints where the chick fucked him up and he was already fucked up.
Yeah,
One of
it
them
was,
early. Denise,
Diary
the
of a Mad
little
Black Woman.
Right. Yeah. He was he was fucking with some gangsters, got shot.
But he was
You
already.
wouldn't even know they was brothers. Right, and she fucked him up still, right. But Wood Harris, man, we got to sit back here and acknowledge the great, like Ace Boogie. We all know an Ace Boogie. And if we don't know an Avon Barksdale, we know of an Avon Barksdale. And to be able to be that flexible, it's certain people that are casted for certain roles, and they just play those kind of roles. And then there's guys who can play everything and do it, and you gonna believe it. And I feel like Wood does that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to Wood Harris.
Listen, I said call me Young Flush and Mr. Avon Barksdale. I said that. So Avon that guy. And when him and Stringer was going through the motions, season 3,
Hey.
he said, you might just be not hard enough for this, but then not smart enough for them.
Hey. Yo, I used to I was in residency at the time. Like, so I was Dr. Mike at the time then. And people used to ask me,
Is The Wire real?
Is The Wire real? And my answer, used to be, is probably watered down. And like, it's crazy. That was my stock answer. And I don't know if people understood that. But like, when you had stories about since the wire, post the wire, and real stories in the Baltimore City, they had the situation where the dude was locked up and they was eating lobster and steak and drinking wine and shit in jail, where they was doing it to the COs and getting them pregnant. He had multiple COs pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? Where the
2 or 3 years ago.
yeah, like you know what I mean? For real. It was 3 or 4 of them pregnant at the same time type shit. Like the police department, when they put the rat on the other police officer dude that tried to rat them out, white cop, you know, started snitching on them. This was years ago before the task force got charged with illegalities. The police in Baltimore, when Freddie Gray happened and the riots, Freddie Gray, the civil unrest, I don't even call it riots, happened, and they raided the CVS. I think everybody understand that. Remember that the CVS was burning. Do you know that there was a Baltimore City police officer that had a bag of drugs from the CVS to sell them on the street? A Baltimore City police officer had a bag of drugs. This is a bag of drugs. Bag of drugs to sell from the raided CVS from the Freddie Gray riots. Yo. If you wrote that into a wire, you'd be like, that shit phony. That shit unbelievable. If you wrote 4 COs pregnant at the same time, that shit phony. That shit
cool. I swear to God, I didn't read that story till this week. I just read that story.
For real?
He had 5 kids by 4 COs. One of them had 2 kids.
Yep.
I just read that this week, and I was like, yo, this shit crazy.
I just read that this week.
And I couldn't remember if it was DC or Baltimore.
It was Baltimore.
Right, and he was making like $50,000 a month in jail. He was selling dime bags for $50 in jail. And he had the COs on lock, and he had 2 of them riding around in BMWs and everything that he was paying for. And the chick found out that it's better off to sleep with him and you get more money, so they was all fucking. But I just read that shit probably Wednesday or Thursday.
How you gonna let the nigga nut in you and keep it?
They was in love.
In jail?
Guess what? I wouldn't be with no CO. I tell you that.
You say what?
I wouldn't be with no female CO. Wouldn't be my wife.
You mean on the street?
Yeah. I used to talk to a CO. That's why I could never see her. I never seen the. She's always gonna make her food before she went to work. She was probably taking the food I was making her to jail to feed her inmate. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
I'm not recording with you niggas at 2:00 starting next week, so don't ask. Y'all got to figure something out.
Dog, you gonna have to do it. You gotta face the TV.
I'm not recording during the game, yo. Don't ask.
You have to, no, you're gonna have to.
Now, yo, I'm not recording during the game. I'm
Monday night or Saturday night.
I'm letting you know. We not doing that shit this year, man.
I'm letting you watch the TV. You better figure it out.
Man, look, I'm telling you.
We gonna talk about this. Listen, well, I'm about to call your phone after we done, because nigga, we recording.
I'm not recording at 2:00 on Sunday, yo. I'm telling you now.
I'm telling you, we recording.
Bro.
We might as well figure it out now. We can record on Sunday, just not at fucking 2:00. I don't care.
We can't record at 11 because at church.
Who at church?
All right, so when your team got a 4:00 game, then what?
You're not recording at 4.
Not recording at 4:00.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you.
Yo, check the schedule,
I'm not doing this shit with you.
Right,
so hold on. So you think it's
good to you during the goddamn game? You can watch.
So when my team,
no, you. So you see what I'm saying? You're willing to watch on the DVR. I'm not.
I don't got no DVR.
I ain't got one either.
It's 2019. I mean, how the fuck you got a DVR? My mother got
it. Okay,
your shit, Terrell.
You know what? You want my business out in the street?
What?
Fucking fire stick this jailbroke, nigga. I pay $25 a month.
That's not a mystery. Like everybody got a broken.
No, I
my cable got one.
My cable come through my fucking fire stick.
Okay.
Shout out to Stowe Player. Listen, I'm not doing this with you. Well, then we Saturday night?
I don't care. I'm not recording during the Ravens game.
Saturday night.
Y'all know what you
What
want me to
bullshit
say.
I deal with?
I ain't gonna lie, these last 2 drafts have been bombed, so I'm on Terrell's side.
Like,
Listen, y'all
Shout out to
Saturday
Hov.
night. Whenever I hit you on Saturday night, y'all better be like, all right, I'm ready. I don't give a
you
fuck if
gonna
it's 10 o'clock.
ask me a question during the game if you want me to record, and I'll be like this the whole time.
No, we'll do this later, y'all. I'm not doing this right now. So we about to be Saturday night.
Shout out to Mike. He had his first game yesterday. They won 21-0.
Hey,
Shout out to Mike.
He had a sack.
nice.
Let's talk about Boogie Cousins real quick, bro. You were really adamant about this Boogie Cousins situation, so go ahead.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, man. Fuck that football talk. Let's talk about this, man. So, let me go ahead and let the world know about the whole Boogie Cousins situation, and I'm gonna tell you why I feel so strongly about it. Right?
Okay.
Boogie Cousins has a child by a woman who he is not married to.
Right.
Boogie Cousins was begging his baby mother, because that's what she is, not even his son's mom, his baby mother, to allow his 7-year-old son to come to his wedding.
Why can't she be? Why is she not his child's mother? Not and
That's
doesn't
some
how
baby
she's
mother.
acting?
That's some baby mother shit.
Okay. All right. Good.
That's
Okay.
a baby mother situation, right?
But you gotta explain that though, because when you say a statement like that, it's sensitive people.
You know, there's a difference between a child's mom and some baby mother, and I use that baby mother thing in a negative connotation because I bet you this bitch, and I use that word strongly, want $40,000-$50,000 a fucking month, right? Regardless.
So my child should be available whenever the fuck I say.
Yo, I don't care if it was fucking $300 a month. It don't make a difference. Why are you keeping the child away from his father when all he wants was to allow his son to go to his wedding, right? What was the reason?
He didn't marry her ass.
Right.
Come
So
on, bro.
that's some baby mother shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some old jealousy, it ain't me type shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's wild. And now you're seeking a restraining order because, you know what I'm saying, he on some bitch, I will kill you stuff. People will kill you over their kids, especially their sons. Don't get it fucked up. Don't.
You gotta be smarter though. You gotta be smarter.
No, fuck that. I don't care.
No, I feel you. Because at the end of the day, I go all out for mine. But
no, there's no reason that he couldn't come. Zero. There's not one.
Hey, man, listen. So tell what happened, Ralph. So before I go.
Okay, so the gist of it was that, you know what I'm saying, she recorded the conversation because she knew what she was doing, because people just don't fucking record conversation. She got him
some,
riled. Right. You was on some get him riled up shit so you can go out there and seek something because you're probably a money hungry, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, right? And then you're using a child as a weapon. Yo, stop weaponizing your kids, men and women. You understand what I'm saying? Stop. I'm just saying, I don't want to say it's all women. I know men who do this. Stop weaponizing your kids. So I don't want to be women bashing when I believe men do it as well. So I'm on the side of right.
But women do it mostly.
Correct. Yes.
True.
Right. That was me being politically correct.
Right. Trying to fix your okay.
Right.
Your earlier statement.
Mostly women. You know what I'm saying? Less men. But stop weaponizing your kids and using them for your own personal gain. I personally was in that situation, right? When my son was younger, it was, oh, he can't come stay with you in Virginia until he's 7. Well, why not? Because I'm this heinous, hideous person? Well, we know that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So, like, all those situations make me mad, and you literally was doing this for your own personal gain from the jump.
Not even that. You just trying to piss him off.
From the very beginning, right? And you did that, right? So but when it comes to me and mine, there's no telling what I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? And I applaud Boogie Cousins for what he said. But just because I say something don't mean that now I'm, you know what I'm saying, a Renthal James, the bus driving murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Chris Rock.
hey,
that's
man,
classic.
listen.
That shit classic.
I probably got something I want to talk. I want to talk to y'all something off record, but just about this subject. But like, you know, I'm married and I've been with my wife. So I don't have baby mother issues, to be honest. I could have had, but I don't. Right. So I'm not even talking from no place, and I don't want to sound like I'm on no high horse shit. Right. But you know, I for people that don't know, I've never dated outside my race, not because I said I wouldn't or you know wouldn't have or whatever, but because I love black women. And in particular my wife. But I like a certain thing about black women. I like they sass. I like that. I like that spice. I like all that shit. I love it. I like it. Judge Judy, I love Judge Judy. Anybody that know me know I love Judge Judy. I love Judge Judy because she's sassy. Not even on a black woman shit, but she's sassy. But really, she on some truth shit. You understand what I'm saying? So in general terms, I even just bring her up to say, like, I just be on some truth shit. And there's a lot of dudes out here that are fathers. A lot of fathers out here that have been wronged by their child's mother, right? Just because you're a black woman does not give you license or excuse or pass, like an Obama pass, to do and act and treat things. So one thing about Judge Judy, she would always get on the woman if the couple was having issues and the woman decides to up and leave state with the child and live somewhere else. Because then that would make it harder for the father to see that child. And even though she don't do like divorce cases or paternity cases, stuff like that, that as a watcher of Judge Judy, that shit would always come up. And she was always on the side of the parent that took the child out of state and made it more difficult for the other parent to see, male or female, man or woman, would be on the side of the person that was stayed and ready and committed to see that person, right? I have homeboys that have been wronged by their baby mother, taking child support and fucking cracking crabs and lobster with that shit instead of supporting the child. Sending the child to weddings, you know, the wedding with hair undone or clothes tatted and raggedy as fuck because you better. You understand what I'm saying? Like I went to school with professional people. And you know, you show up with toys for, I'm just vicariously talking about my homeboy stories. That's why I want to talk to you off camera, but like showing up with a carload of toys and you fucking moved and ain't tell a father. You moved out of state and ain't tell a father. That shit crazy, bruh. Like, so what's the fucking point of saying, no, my child can't come to your father's wedding? You understand what I'm saying? Do that baby mama realize that if she just said yes and was like, here you go, here, take them, that boogie cousins would probably willingly give you more, would willingly do more for you. I don't even understand. Who are they talking to? A generation of other chicks that's telling them the absolute wrong shit. I talked to a brother yesterday who said when his 16-year-old son, now 16, was with him, grades went up, shit got better. You understand what I'm saying? Respectful. That when he went to court to fight for full custody of that boy, the judge awarded him back to the mother. And not only that, he was paying child support, $200 or whatever, right? Broke the mother finger, then joined a gang since then, all disrespectful shit. And I'm like, yo, as a mother, you don't even understand. That shit is only gonna come back to you to haunt you. Why would you be upset as somebody that wants to be in a man that wants to be in a child's life, that want to do for them, not even money, but on some time shit, on some straight man shit? Why would you be upset? Why would you want to block that? And to be honest, it's far too much of that goes on. I'm not even just singling out women, right, to qualify our statements, because in this cancel culture, I feel like we have to say that. But like, the fact is, there's some trifling broads out here, and we don't even say it enough from a dad standpoint. You feel me? So I'm not excusing what Boogie Cousin said from "I kill you, bitch," because he should have been smarter than that. We don't understand what happened with Ray Caruth, right? But it has a story to broad callousness. No. Why? Just because you fucking feel like it? Because you got a fucking period? You said no? You ain't got no man in your life telling you nothing.
This the problem. The problem is he felt like she was worthy enough, the woman he wasn't marrying now, and obviously he didn't feel like she was. That's the ill feeling.
There should be no problem.
At the end of the day, they feel like they're in it for the ring. They ended to get married. You fucking with Boogie Cousins not because he's charming. I'm not saying that he's not, but you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, it's because end of the day, it's like your ill feelings don't make no sense. Perfect. If you go back to Meek Mill and his son, he's not with his child's mother at all. But all you see from if you watch, and I don't even know, it's my girl showing me. My girl follow his son mom and the support she gives to him no matter what woman he's with. You get what I'm saying?
Her.
Right. You get what I'm saying? The whole documentary, you see his son plenty. You don't see her. You get what I'm saying? So she's cool with the situation. Right. So a lot of these women think they're going to be wifey material, and then when he marries somebody else, it's the ill feelings. You get what I'm saying? Like,
what make you think you wifey material? These bras around here, every bra ain't even got no good coochie. They think they do, but just because you got one don't make it good. Like you.
Well, I ain't gonna quote Dave Chappelle right now.
What he say? Go ahead. What he say?
Every 30, he said, ain't no such thing as good pussy at 36.
Good 36.
I disagree. I
definitely disagree. My wife laughed hysterically, but like, she 43, and yeah.
Guess what? I had to watch how loud I laughed. I was like,
right.
My lady 36 yet. I'm just saying.
God forgive me.
My lady 34. She ain't 36 yet. So. But I'm just saying, you gotta watch. Yo, ain't nothing worse than watching comedy, because women take that shit like you talk about them. So if you laughing at shit like a nigga cheating, oh, you think that's funny? Like, no, babe.
That's it's just TV. Yeah.
Right. Listen, Tyler Perry done fucked up the coochie so many times. I don't even fuck with Tyler just cause Tyler Perry fucked the coochie up. Don't go see no Tyler Perry movie and think you get some coochie tonight.
I got 2 words for Ray Caruth. I ain't saying he was right, but you just never know a nigga. Like, come on, yeah.
No, that nigga fucked up because he's still trying to be a part of that kid's life after you killed his mom. Like, you tripping.
Yeah, Ray just got out of jail. What, this year?
Got out of jail. That's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, but she trying today, man. That bitter shit ain't it. They ain't a good look on you. Ain't a good look on you at all. But I mean, that's a whole nother story. What's the song of the summer?
No guidance.
I said that too.
Yeah, that's a good. Cause I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yo, we so old we can't even really listen. Because end of the day, like, it was a time in history where the song of the summer you could tell because it played on the radio so much. Dog, I can't remember the last time I listened to the radio.
Right, that shit
radio
changing,
station.
But I really feel like No Guidance is a brilliant song. Brilliant. Not only because the way it's put together, and I smoke weed, so sometimes I be high and I see things. Honestly, let me be honest. Weed makes me focus in and concentrate to the point where though I catch shit I wouldn't catch when I was sober.
Don't get me honest. You want to get me honest?
No, I don't want to get you honest. So I'm gonna say that. So like when I listen to No Guidance and the way it's Drake first and then Chris, and then Drake at the end.
Listen,
it's beautiful. And that sample, I don't know where that sample come from. Anybody, please tell me where that sample come from.
Hey, listen.
That sample is great.
Yeah, when I go back home.
That shit rock, dog.
Yeah. Listen, I always tell, but like Malika, like, you know how we talk about demographics and stuff like that. I always said for a while that when my wife likes something or dislikes something, even if they not going for her opinion,
right.
She is like a needle mover. Like when she buys shit,
she knows, right?
That shit gonna be. She don't even know, but she know, right? You know what I mean? She don't know that, she don't realize, but she stopped buying stuff that shit about to go out of business. When she likes something, it's gonna be popping. She loves Drake. That's like a thing. But like she points out this song specifically, and she like, man, that part where Drake be saying that, and I like this. That's called the breakdown or whatever, right?
Right.
Like I told you, we talked about this on the podcast. These young cats know how to make hits, right? It's a formula. It's math to that shit, right?
Right.
Black people, man, we are cool. We are genius. We are creators. That's why even like us in the workforce is kind of bullshit. Like we should always be creatives and never like we are a jacks of all trades kind of thing. So like even the Drake breakdown in the middle of the song is fucking iconic. Like that's some old good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just good music. So
then they don't forget the video because they can't miss. They didn't miss the video.
Listen,
right.
Drake doing this shit. Drake doing that shit. I mean, it's like even if you don't like the nigga, you gotta like the nigga. He like, why do you dislike him? You know what I mean? Yeah. And Chris Brown, all he's done is be consistent, right? So I don't think it's far-fetched to talk about like his status up, you know, against Michael's. Yeah, it's different, but like by the time he finished, you know, we might be looking at that shit different. You feel me? Like so. That definitely, I would say, definitely from a song of the summer standpoint, was probably the one, man. My wife loves it, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people love it based on the same reason.
It's funny, yo, because my wife used to hate Drake. I mean, to the point where she was bashing him, and it wasn't until she saw him on Saturday Night Live, and he was doing a skit. She's like, "Oh, this nigga is ultra talented." I said, "I told you."
Yeah.
This Drake really made it okay to rap and sing at the same time.
Right.
Ever a consistent body. I don't want to hear a whole Drake album with him just rapping. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like he was gonna give it to you.
Yo, I used to be like, so it's point where I can't say I hated on him, but like it's certain things that I don't like. Certain Drake stuff that I'm not a big fan of. But I was like, oh yeah. When he had something hot, I'd be like, but the running joke in my family is this how I like my Drake. Pause. Like I like my Drake a certain way. I like him when he's, you know what I mean, do certain things. So that nigga's all you gotta give it to him on something. Even if you don't like him, you gotta respect the music that he make, the multifaceted nature of his talent. Kanye West and Jay-Z saw the same things. You know what I mean? Him as a threat to the throne, so to speak. Yeah, I think like and Chris Brown being the parallel to Michael Jackson, this generation's Michael Jackson. Yeah, man, listen, you know, yeah, they got.
We need more.
Unintended.
We need more. And I was one of those guys who
album.
I was one of them guys like I hate when he rap, but I hate when he sing, but you know what I mean with Drake. And if you go to the last 365, like I've really changed. Listen, when you told me, when you say Crew Love, I think of Jay, Leak, and Beans. Yeah. That Crew Love with him and motherfucking
Weekend.
They be loving the crew. Listen, that shit. I was so late to that. Listen, I'm so late to that shit. It's embarrassing.
That's his classic album.
It's embarrassing how late I am to that shit. It's embarrassing how late I am to Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. It's embarrassing. Like I'm talking about the last year. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though you got to sit back here and
Houston,
like he's the next one. Like there's no. For me, it was tough for me to go from Jay-Z, from Big to Jay-Z. That was tough for me.
Was it?
And it was for me because end of the day, and what I go to and what I think makes the most sense is I heard DJ Clark Kent say that Big said things the best. Hov said the best things. Mm-hmm. If you listen to what Hov said, if you listen to Big, I get more butt than ashtrays. It's real simple.
Say it again.
But DJ Clark Kent said,
I get more butt than ashtrays.
Niggas is mad to get more butt than ashtrays. Fuck a fan,
right? But like,
mine. I'm sorry.
Ski Mask Way with the ransom note. Far from handsome, but damn a nigga too. More guns than roses. Yeah. But like Big always said, like Big don't say the most catchy, like the way he said it makes it catchy more than what he says. So DJ Clark Kent said
I'm mad Big died.
Yeah, DJ Clark Kent said that Big said things the best. Jay says the best things. So that's what that, and I agree with that, and I can live with that. But Drake is like the next, like Drake is like brilliant, like, and I'm mad at myself because I don't know where I was stuck at or what mentally I was stuck at. It was just like I didn't recognize the brilliance of him. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Pusha T thing and him getting right with Meek, getting right with Chris Brown
helped it.
Right? It's like, how could you? What about him makes you not like him? Like, how could you not like him? He's so likable. As we say, hold on. We said Wale is so like unlikable.
Unlikable.
Drake is the total opposite. Whereas
Good
you have
point.
no you have no choice but to like. How could you like?
Like,
It's like cool. How could you dislike cool?
hey, listen, bro. You know it's hard to talk about yourself in the third person, but I was going to say, like, I don't be.
He cocky as shit. You hear this shit? Go
Listen,
ahead.
no,
I heard
listen.
him. I listened.
You know, it come from like The Last Dragon, when motherfucking Bruce Leroy was searching for who the master was the whole time. And then he realized that he was his own master. We are all our own masters. So I'm talking about maybe this is since I quit that job that I realized, yo, I should have fucking started my own clinic from day one. I'm not saying that cocky. I'm saying that like we are all geniuses. You know what I'm saying? We are all our own masters, right? So I'm saying like there are certain moments where I've been in treatment rooms with patients and they just give me a limp, racist handshakes, right? Like I don't do nothing to dislike me. I talk too much about what's going on with your situation, so to speak. I know certain doctors that don't even touch you, don't even care to touch you, maybe because you got black skin. I don't fucking know. But I'm saying I'm the opposite. I talk to you like I talk to strangers like they was Neef or Terrell when I'm discussing their care. I had a lady tell me, you long-winded. You talk too much about what's going on with my foot. You understand what I'm saying? How often that shit happens? You feel me? So I'm not saying I'm like an unlikable person, but like I really don't. My personality is I don't really do stuff to make you dislike me. You feel me?
Right.
Maybe I just don't. The only thing that people can say about Drake is like a light skin or half Jewish kind of shit, and like even that's like bullshit. That's like racist.
Like, all right.
Like, right, that's just you don't like somebody because you don't like somebody. But like consistency and personality. Like now I have to say that whole blackface thing with Pusha T, but even that wasn't like real blackface. If you can get over that, he can get over any fucking thing. To me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like you gotta bow down to the fact that, excuse me, at some point the one you think is it ain't no longer it. At some point, Shaka Khan was Beyonce. At some point, Patti LaBelle was Beyonce. At some point, Janet Jackson was Beyonce, right? But now Beyonce is Beyonce. At some point, Beyonce won't be Beyonce, and somebody else will be her. You feel me? Like, so Drake is really that nigga. All he has to do is be consistently himself. Now, that is hard to do, but it's possible. Because remember, Wayne was the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. But like, consistency is a thing. So if you're inconsistent, that shit'll show. Drake has an opportunity to just be consistent. And when you could be fire or on the tongues of people without dropping an album in the summer, like that's all you need to do. Just keep going.
Yo, truth be told, I'm more Wale than Drake. Like you're definitely Drake. Like end of the day, like what bothers me is like shout out to my man Trell. Like Trell is so like likable that when people get on his nerves to fuck with him, I'm bothered. I understand why motherfuckers don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can dig it. I don't like it's certain motherfuckers in my life where I feel like, yo, I could like Triz. I can understand why motherfuckers don't like Triz. Vaughn, I can understand why motherfuckers don't like Vaughn. Trell, I don't understand why a motherfucker got a problem with Trell. Cool, I don't understand. Juice, I can understand why a motherfucker don't like Juice. I can understand that. I like Juice and I love him, but if somebody didn't like him, I could dig it. Yeah. I'm not going to agree with you. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain people like Rel in the middle. Like Rel's like a fucking chameleon. Like you can not like him, but he's still likable. But he's an asshole too. You know what I'm saying? So he's that one that he can play both sides. But yeah, so it's like certain people with like if somebody like, yo, I don't like, yo, cool, I don't like. Fuck you mean you don't like cool, nigga? Like, what'd he do to you? What'd he say? Because I don't see how. Like, Trell, I swear to God, Trell is the nicest motherfucker I know. So when Trell be like, yo, when Trell say he don't like somebody, they really earned that shit. I be like, oh, they must have really did some shit because Trell don't like them.
No, it's funny. It's funny because me and my wife just had a conversation about like a couple people that I don't really like. And I don't like, I like everybody. Like, I think everybody, and I don't know, I never know why Patience wouldn't like me. You know what I mean? But like, I told her, like, man, that nigga since high school, he got them shifty eyes and all that shit. Like, so I could see
The handshake ain't matching the smile, cool.
that handshake ain't matching the smile. And I'm like, yo, why you treat me like that? Because I don't do shit to nobody. You
Right.
feel me? But I feel you. I definitely feel you.
I'm telling you, I just start treating you different. You know, like that's me. I'm like, you know, at this point, I just don't rock with you. I got too much of a shit going on. I'd never get offended or hurt when I got to take somebody out of my life at this point. I'm like,
That's your loss.
you was taking up space anyway, and I ain't got time. Right?
Early. Listen.
Straight up.
Right, listen. I was supposed to be done by 5 o'clock. It's like 5:49. Like, I was fucked the grill.
You fucking up, man.
Listen, I got a couple shit we gotta talk about. There's one more thing I want to talk about before we it's a couple of things. Really, I need your Super Bowl picks real quick.
Damn.
Ravens.
Ravens.
Ravens and what?
I just told you I'm not goddamn going recording on the Ravens.
Hey, bro, I think, listen, you can't even ask me no shit like that because I'm a nigga that be like the Ravens every year.
Right.
Yo, listen, I picked the Vikings
Hey,
too.
that motherfucker.
Who they playing?
The motherfucking basketball game might be in threat because I think the Ravens going to the Super Bowl.
Who they playing though? Who they playing in the NFC?
Cowboys.
Oh, you said the most funny. If you had to pick a team in the AFC besides the Ravens, I know you're gonna say New England, bro.
Okay, all right. So we're in agreement, right?
Hey, ask Terrell besides Ravens and New England.
New England.
Gosh.
I would have said the Colts, but they lost Andrew Luck.
I wouldn't have never said the Colts. I would have never said the Colts.
Talk about that shit.
You wild.
I think Phillip Rivers do. If they can get young boys bread, they might get young boys
bread. They
bread.
shopping my man right now as we speak.
Yeah, they make him his bread. Hey, hold up. And listen, on the humbug, Kansas City signing McCoy might be crazy.
Kansas City. Kansas City is a good pick.
Yeah, that's
they got McCoy. They got LaShawn McCoy now too.
Kansas City is a good pick. Besides the Ravens, I'm saying.
If I had to pick a team besides the Vikings in the NFC, I would say the Eagles.
Hey,
and that's not no homer shit. Like,
Neef, why you like the Vikings? Why you a Vikings fan?
I'm a Viking fan because I would listen, and this is the crazy part. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to GP. When I was an Eagles fan, when it was corny to be an Eagles fan.
Right.
Right now, for me, my favorite Eagle is Randall Cunningham.
Love him.
So they cut Randall Cunningham and ran with Rodney Peete.
Oh.
And Randall Cunningham signed with the Vikings.
Oh.
And that's just it.
I got
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
I got you. Makes sense.
So, but honestly, when I look at squads, I would say the Eagles, and I honestly think the Eagles or Seattle. I just feel like main man, what's the quarterback name?
Mm-hmm.
For Seattle?
Oh, Russell Wilson. I thought you meant for
Russell. I just think he's that good. I think Russell Wilson, no matter what you put around him, I really feel like he's that good. And if you look at Andrew Luck retiring and Robert Griffin Smith, and then Russell Wilson being a third-round pick, goddamn Seattle, what a pick! That was the same draft.
Yeah, that's funny. You know how I became a Patriots fan? I started to get into football and I asked mommy what was her favorite team, and she said the Patriots because she had to do a project on them in school.
For real?
Oh, yeah.
And that's how
I never knew that. But I knew you've been a Patriots fan like when they suck big dicks.
Yeah.
Listen, I got
the 2 and 14 years, the 1 and 15 years.
No, listen.
Nice.
You can say, listen, my man. Shout out to my man Sterling James. He was a New Orleans Saints fan since I was a kid. He loved the Saints when the Saints wasn't shit. Like, shout out to Sterling. When they won the Super Bowl, he deserved it as much as any player on that fucking team. But that motherfucker, I don't know what made him like the Saints, being from North Philly down Nice Town. But he was a Saints fan.
I never, it's a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans that live in Baltimore, and it's a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans that live in D.C.
They live everywhere.
And I can never understand how somebody be from a place and like some, the rival of that place, but unless there's a story attached to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So usually it's something like my father or some, another story. So I can respect when there's a story attached to it. I can't respect when it's just someone from bandwagon shit.
Right.
Yo,
Neef, how did you feel about the Eagles winning? Terrell, how did you feel about the Ravens winning when they did both times?
For me, when the Eagles won, I mean, it was. I was happy for them because, like I said, at the end of the day, like if the Eagles playing anybody in the world besides the Vikings, I'm rooting for them.
You root for
So,
them?
but so them winning, I didn't think they could, and it broke my heart to a certain extent too. It's like, damn, all them years I put in. It's like, because what's crazy to me is everybody that's Eagles fans now, they wasn't Eagles fans when it was hard to be an
Not at
Eagles
all.
fan.
Yeah.
Like everybody that's Eagles fan now, they became Eagles fans because of McNabb and do stuff like when it was fucking Jim McMahon, like Todd Detmer, fucking Rodney P. Like when it was Ray Rhodes as the quarterback, as the fucking coach. Like y'all niggas wasn't there for that. So I kind of resent some of them motherfuckers, huh?
They wasn't with them shooting in the gym.
Right, you know what I mean? Y'all wasn't around for that. But
Well,
I mean, I got love for the Eagles.
You gotta think, yo. The Ravens became a team. I was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's a long time, right? So I tell people like I wasn't, when I converted, I became a Ravens fan pre Super Bowl, right? And you know what I'm saying? We just didn't have a team prior to, you know what I mean? Me, you know what I'm saying? Basically stepping into manhood. You know what I'm saying? When it all boils down to it. So and I still root for the Patriots, not when they playing the Ravens.
Right.
That's it.
Before we go real quick, if y'all not watching the Benny the Butcher movement, if y'all not paying attention, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the world.
Didn't he sign with Rock Nation or something?
Rock Nation, man.
Yeah. Y'all not paying attention to Griselda, especially Benny the Butcher. When I tell you authentic, they sound so. When I hear them, I think about when I first heard "Get at Me, Dog." When you first hear "Get at Me, Dog," it sounds so rough, so unheard, so raw. It feel like when I hear Benny the Butcher music, I hear gritty, raw. We not running the back. We not redoing it. First, like that's what I hear when I hear him. And if y'all not paying attention to that, wait, what the fuck happened to Cool?
I don't know.
If y'all not paying attention to that movement, Benny the Butcher, I don't know, man. It feel different. It feel like everybody been really happy and really. It feel real dark with Benny.
Yeah, Benny is ill. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
and he not no dummy. I heard him talk, and that's one thing that grabs that graduates. I love to hear that you not know, like he's very educated, very.
Yeah, them niggas from Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, upstate.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Conway and West Side too. That whole
definitely. I like West Side. To me is a little Sheik Lucic, but I still like him. He's the Sheik Lucic of the shit. Conway and Benny is Thousand Jada, but
yeah,
he's really wrestling oriented.
It's Conway signed to M, right?
They all signed as a group that signed to M. They put out a project. Griselda, the project is under Shady.
Shady, okay.
Right, but management wise, West Side and Benny are
Rock Nation.
signed to Rock Nation.
Okay.
Right. But listen, man, I gotta go spark this grill at 6:00. It's about to get dark soon. I'm getting a text. My phone hot. I don't want no smoke with my lady, my old lady. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Episode 59. Brothers talking shit. Shout out to Juice. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Cool. Shout out to Iceberg Shorty, aka Rel. Shout out to myself. We're gonna keep hitting y'all over the head, man. Like I said, the whole goal of this shit is to have you talking to the screen, talking to your headphones about the shit we say. That shit right there is my goal. And I love hearing people come to me and tell me that when they hear our shit, they be wanting to comment and want to be a part of the conversation.
That's the best part.
That's why we do this every week. Yeah. No doubt. Cool, we got it. Cool, what you got to say?
I don't know. I'm sorry. The computer blanked out on me for a moment, but so I missed the last, at the Benny Butcher jump, but I'm back. My bad.
We ending it, bro. Next week we gotta talk about. Listen, if y'all heard about this Paul Mooney shit?
Yeah.
We're gonna address it. I gotta fuck this girl, or it's gonna be some fire in the city. All right. She just texted me like 3 times. Like, I thought you was gonna be done by 5.
We went a whole hour over the norm.
I don't want the smoke. I don't want the smoke. Listen, I'm so pussy now. I swear to God, I'm pussy with a C at the end.
No.
Pussy.
We probably got to have a separate thing about just like there's certain battles that you choose, and there's the battles that you choose.
Right. And this the battle I choose to bow down to and go spark this girl.
Yeah.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 59. Stand by. We coming with that heat. Look out for the clothing. We got hoodies, t-shirts, all that.
Coming merch. You gotta call it merch. Merch coming soon.
We got that merch on deck.
Yeah.
Brothers Talking Shit. Support the movement. We love y'all, fellas. I love y'all. My ass hurt in this chair. I've been sitting here about 3 hours.
Shout out to Rob with the Cherry Hill veteran hat on. Need we gonna get you some rich gear.
We'll get you some rich gear.
Yo, I need that rich gear like I need air to breathe.
That's all right. You're gonna be down more often now, so you know what I mean?
Oh, right. Oh, listen.
You know what I mean? Like,
y'all gonna get tired of me.
We had to figure it out.
Oh, no doubt. This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 59. We out there.
Yo, peace.
Love y'all, man.
Love you too, yo.
Love y'all too. Yeah.